Greetings, friends. Welcome to Ken's Tavern. It's been a while. It's been a long
time.
Been a long time since we've been around. Long time since we're back in town. This time.
Wow.
Wow, tough crowd.
Hey,
Right?
you know what? You know what? You know, I don't know.
Crowd.
I don't know what, but you know.
Ivan suddenly dies
That's
first
all it
10
is.
minutes of the game.
There we go. I had to switch over even though I wasn't quite ready, but I wanted to make sure our alerts are working. Wow! Thanks for the resub, Boxy. Appreciate that. Also, thanks so much for the resub, Yaron. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for the resub, Justin. Thanks so much for the live train. That's 94%. Pretty sweet. I'm not logged in on any other account, so I can't even like resub myself. Hold on. Go over there. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're doing super well. It's been like obviously way too long, so you know this is gonna be an absolutely chaotic adventure today. Oh my god, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Call Me Names, Boxy. Wow! I'm gonna have to like work that in for every character today. I don't know how. This Friday! Sorry. I don't know. Something has just shown up. Oh no! Thank you for resubbing for the Prime. That's awesome. So much. Thank you, Mikey. I think I'm watching in the same. Yes. See, I'm not subbed.
Welcome everyone to D&D.
It's been 5 minutes since everyone's just making random noises into the microphone. Wow. Wow.
So this is what D&D is all about. Oh.
Yes, this is how you play. I mean, really, this is it.
How to act on the phone.
This is it. There we go. I stopped. I didn't say anything, but I did it. Okay, I did it. There we go.
I believe you.
For the sub, then.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank you for
There.
Thank you for the sub.
Did it. Worked.
Okay.
It worked. Okay, I had to do that. I had to concentrate. I'm so sorry, everybody. I couldn't wrangle everybody in, okay? Thank you all for the bits. That's awesome. Thank you so much. If you... I know it's mostly us players that are giving bits and things, but as you are donating and doing all these things and subbing and all of those good things, know that all of that does go back into the channel. Currently, it's funding our big art piece that is being worked on right now, so...
It's funding
pretty
our
exciting.
trip to the Bahamas next week.
It is true. This is completely unrelated, but I will be taking a trip to Hawaii next week. Completely unrelated, but I do appreciate all your donations and
A real
contributions.
perception. It's a nat one.
It's completely unrelated.
I completely believe you.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. It's only 7 minutes in. No big deal. Welcome to Ken's Tavern. Welcome back. We appreciate all of you being here. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. I have reactivated a lot of our point redemption things, so that should be exciting today. So if you do have points in the channel, there are some more redemptions again today. I've put them back on. I feel like I'm feeling chaotic enough for that to work. So, we do have random events and scrolls of chaos and special messages and those types of things. So if you've got stuff to use, you can use it today. I think there's usually a limit for 1 per stream, so save it for a moment that you think would be key. But that is here. Thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. I actually have my water next to me today.
I don't want water.
Oh god, I need water.
Hello?
I don't want it.
I have coffee. It counts.
Yarn,
Oh, fair enough.
She said wait.
It has water in it.
Literally say to wait, because it only gets used once, and use it at the beginning when we haven't even started anything yet.
Congratulations, you wake up and nothing happened. It was a dream.
Yeah.
It's
you
all
can use it whatever you want. You can use it whatever you want, then.
I can use
I
it
just
whenever
noticed
I
the
want.
characters, the frames
I'll
are
roll a
jumping.
dice.
That's
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, when we talk, they jump.
Yeah.
That's so fancy.
Hold on. Let me roll. I'm gonna roll a dice. I'm gonna roll like a D20 here.
If another dragon shows up, I'm going to be kicking somebody
Okay.
really hard in the chin.
It's gonna show up later in the stream. That's the D20.
Okay.
There we go. I was like, if it's a 1, it's just now. We just jump in now, right now.
No.
All right. Let's get going. So, welcome to the Ken Tavern. Once again, I think I've said it like 5 times so far already, but that's okay. We're all good.
Welcome.
Welcome back. Thank you for the hype train, everybody. That's an awesome way to start our adventure back into the main Peekabou campaign. So we are here today with main Peekabou. We've got our cast here today. It should be a super exciting time. We are missing a couple people today, but that is all right. We are going to continue trucking forward. You can just kind of assume they're hanging out in the background, maybe zoning out. They're watching some birds. I don't know, something exciting like that. So you choose. That's up to you. Wherever you feel Cirrus and Amarena are spending their time while the rest of us battle it out, totally fine. Let's do a quick recap of last session so we know sort of where we're at, and then we'll introduce everybody here today, and then that will pretty much be the start of the session. Here we go. In our last session, which was, by the way, episode 27, I think, of our Peekabou campaign, which is a small feat in itself.
Numbers.
You were in the small seaside town of Locke. You were reunited with the tiefling Poetry, who you had previously met in the cold city way back in the day, near the beginning of our campaign. Poetry told you that the cold city to the north was even colder than usual, to the point where everyone in the city had been frozen. Poetry traveled south to try to meet up with her cousin Amarena, and happened to be staying in the same floating inn as all of you. You had a very amicable introduction to Amarena, which did not involve any rolling of initiatives at all.
Nobody got frozen.
Nobody tried anything bad. Everybody just shook hands and were very friendly. But
In my defense, I defended myself.
But after that, everything was great. You did decide that heading north would be a good thing to do for, the overall good of the land, to check on the city and make sure that people were safe. So you began to make plans to do so. Ivan had custom gear being made by the blacksmith, as well as Lena's new dagger, so you folks went and picked that up. Yay, magic dagger for Lena, and Ivan got some pretty cool wearables that has upgraded a little bit of our game here, which is pretty cool. You got some information on how you could best travel to the cold city as fast as possible from so far south, and you learned of a couple options: either hire some horses or try out some interesting inventions of the Tinkerers Guild in town. You of course decided on the interesting machines because horses are lame, and you made your way to the Tinkerers Guild. On arriving there, you met a gnome inventor named Selza, who was the head technician of the Tinkerers Guild. You found her in a bunch of piles of scrap, and she showed off her collection of her large mobile devices. You selected the possibly most stable transportation machine, and away you went. So you are currently riding on a very strange, large, boat-like machine with legs, and that is where we ended our last session. Any questions?
I have one question.
But with legs.
Do I have to ride on it?
You're already on it, so yeah.
I actually do have a question.
Yeah.
I have Krista's character sheet for Amarena, so if she wants to be like in the background, I can play as her.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see
For, like combat sessions or
how
whatever.
it
You have to do a
works.
voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can barely do a voice for Argonis, so.
I think the big thing, yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes. If it's absolutely needed and it doesn't make any sense for her to just be doing nothing, might pull you in just to run a couple attack things.
Okay.
We won't get too into any character stuff though. I wouldn't want to take that over for Lady Echoes, but yeah, with battle stuff, it would seem kind of silly that she wouldn't jump in. So yeah, we'll give her a initiative and that kind of stuff maybe if it comes to that. Awesome. Anything else? We're all good? Feeling good? Talia, I honestly could not necessarily think of a decent way to work you back in. So you're there.
Okay,
you are there. I was trying to think of a couple ways, and honestly, I think you've just reappeared after a mysterious couple days of being away, and you were going to be on the boat with them. We won't worry too much about trying to work that back into the story. But we're
What are you
hoping to
talking
do
about? Talia wasn't here the whole time.
Yeah, Talia was there the whole time.
What do you mean?
Hopefully gonna do a side quest story with Talia at some point with the other piece of the story. But for now, you are back with the crew. Congratulations.
Also,
Hi,
should I roll for my amulet right now? Like,
Did
you said it's gonna take
you-
how many days there?
Sleep. Oh no, yeah, don't roll yet. We've only just started out, but I will let you know if you're taking any long rests. You can definitely
That's
roll.
fair.
Yeah. You're not getting away that easy. This boat isn't that stable.
Fall off and fall asleep.
All right. Let's introduce everybody. You probably already met them, but that's okay. Hi, I'm your DM, Magma. The picture I have is Ken from Ken's Tavern, of course. And that's pretty much all you got to know about me. Let's throw it at Vittori, played by Saint Geronimo, also known as Yaren. Hello, Vittori.
That is I. Hello.
Fantastic. Thanks so much.
And sweet, like Vittori.
Yeah. We also, of course, have Talia rejoining us, played by Poxy Plays.
Hello, I am back to cause chaos and chaos.
And chaos.
I like it. Yeah. Quote Talia, chaos, and chaos. We also have Ivan, played by Mikey Likes It.
Let's go.
Whoop whoop. And we've got Argonis, played by Dust and Echoes.
Hello, I have all the torches.
Yes, you do. Dust and Echoes is also, like we just said, going to possibly be rolling some just attacks for Amarena or Rena, who is another player who is not here today, played by Lady Echoes. So if we do have some extra rolling, it's kind of going to be like an NPC type deal today, but Dust and Echoes or Argonis is going to be in charge of that. So we will leave that to you. And last but not least, the ever-brooding, as always, Lena, played by Call Me Ames.
Hello. I have a new knife. I'm excited.
What? How did you get this new knife? What the hell? What's going on? I'm really excited for it
New
too.
knife.
Got a knife.
And apparently today, I promise not to flirt with myself. Are you sure? You sure?
Me every day.
I mean, it just might be Ivan, you know. So
A knife.
we can't. We might be able. We might be able to guarantee. Yeah, we might be able to
Oh, it's a mirror.
guarantee.
Well,
Oh dear.
are you going to be here later? I was just wondering.
I'm suddenly having second thoughts about this.
This whole thing so confusing. Oh boy. All right, here we go. So we've got all our characters
So
here.
beautiful.
What was that?
Hmm?
What was that? Oh, it's Poxy. Thanks for the host. Appreciate that.
For those, it's one of the most.
Yes. All right, so you folks are on this giant boat with legs. Just in the last one, you began sort of speeding over the landscape. Selza is captaining the boat. So she's got her goggles on and she's kind of launched you folks out. So at the beginning, basically, for your information and context sake, from the town of Locke to get up to Cold City is probably, in like real life terms, about 1,500 miles. So it is quite the journey. So it will take a good couple of full days of travel to get there. So it will take a few days. So in the first sort of part of this, the boat kind of rocks over the landscape. I think a few of you had rolled some constitution checks on the last one. So most of everybody is strapped into their seatbelts at this point. So there's a couple things that we're going to do. So the first day here, we are going to just have somebody roll a D20 for the boat. Trying to decide what I want it to be, but it's not going to be based on anybody's stuff. So I think just roll me a pure D20. So someone give me a roll.
I got you.
I'm rolling.
Yeah,
I
that
beat you
someone is
to
not
it.
going to work.
I got 18.
You got what, sorry?
You have to choose.
18.
18. Okay. So luckily for you, nothing exciting happens on day one.
Hell
Your
yeah.
boat continues on its way, and you are able to kind of have a fairly relaxing ride on this first day. So, the boat is like pretty rocking back and forth as it speeds along. So it's not like a very, you know, chill ride, but you don't break down or run into anything unusual on the road. So this first part of the journey, you are kind of heading through the fields to the south. So after Lock, let me just pull up my map here. Alright, so after Lock, you kind of pass by a bit of a river that you haven't yet seen. But you pass by a river to your right, and you're sort of headed up toward where you kind of exited the forest when you left Peekabou last. So on the horizon, you probably see a thin line at the moment before you folks kind of hit nightfall of the big forest in the center of Talamayan. And yeah, you hit night. Some of you folks, if you're up for it, can do a long rest if you need it, because Selza is happily, you know, steering along without too much trouble at this point. So you can do a long rest now if you need it.
I shall take a long rest.
Good.
Played in like 700 years, so I think I'm good.
Awesome. And Ivan, you can roll your check for your...
Yep. I got a 5.
Okay.
Wah,
Wah, wah. How many more charges do you need?
1.
Whoa, so close.
Ooh.
All right. Okay, so day 2, the sun rises over the horizon. What? Rises over the horizon? I don't know. There's a sunrise.
Love that song.
Okay.
Love that song.
Over
Sun is in the sky.
over the earth. It does what sun does. Okay.
The sun's
Selza
up there.
does look back at you all as you folks kind of all wake up, and she kind of looks at you all, gives a big yawn. I'm gonna need a bit of a break, so we have a couple options here. I can shut her down for a little bit, but, you know, the swan's a little touchy, so if we do shut her down, it takes about an hour for me to get it back up and running, or one of you can attempt to pilot it for me while I go and take a little cat nap.
Oh, I can do that.
It's already also raises
Oh,
his little
no.
hand.
Can Harry pilot the boat?
I'd rather Harry pilot the boat.
I'd rather
Harry
Harry.
is a very good pilot. He actually got his license several weeks ago. That's why we've been gone for so long.
Oh.
I don't
Wait,
think
who are you?
the captain of a ship is called a pilot.
Well, is this ship really a ship if it's not in water?
Yeah.
Is it
Fair
in
enough.
the air though?
Airship.
Like, is the pilot
Walking.
still?
Is it
Land
a
ship.
land ship?
Okay, so
Water
what about,
ship.
but just
it's
hold
all
on.
ships.
What about an airship? So are you a pilot or a captain of an airship?
I'd say a
Yes.
pilot.
I would say a
I'd
pilot.
pilot.
It's not like
Well-
it's flying.
Well, I mean, there's a pilot
If it's in it.
piloting it, and then there's a captain telling the pilot to pilot. Ah!
Shouldn't the captain
You're
be
a
piloting?
navigator.
How can
A
you not
flyer.
pilot
I
the
like that movie.
train?
That movie was so good. Flight of the Navigator, great movie. You guys check it out.
So,
Also, this
here's
is
the-
out
Not
on
sponsored.
This is the question of the day. So
This is what we get held
it
up
is a
at.
ship, really a
Right.
ship, if it's not in the water. But then, what about an airship? So, you know, what are you called? And then there is a real answer, but we don't want that. We want your opinion.
Captain. I'm going with captain.
Captain, my
What
captain.
are you
You're a
called
captain.
when you head up the ship that is flying? An airship. There
I'd
we
say
go.
I
captain.
feel like this is like the lead up to like a bad joke.
It sounds like it.
Watch out for the poop deck.
Ah! Okay, so who is attempting to pilot the vessel? Or...
It sounds like they don't want Ivan, but Ivan's attempting.
The
Yes,
other
but also
thing is-
Vitore. Vitore
Harry,
is also
please.
wanting to.
Okay, so we have Ivan,
guess I'm
Vittori,
gonna
and
have-
Harry are all wanting to attempt to pilot the ship. Is that what's happening?
I
Yeah,
threw
so
the
it's
other
up
two
to
off.
Argonis and
Get off me.
Lena to decide.
I've made it clear that I would rather have the honor steer the ship.
Okay.
I
Yes, but
I just look at Harry. I'm like, please take over.
Harry runs up to the steering wheel.
Move.
Okay, so yeah, Ivan, are you gonna want to fight Harry for this?
Hell yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay,
Fight,
I'm
Ivan.
on Harry's side. I'm on Harry's side.
Oh, now you're now. Okay, you're not allowed to be in my pocket anymore.
That's fine. Your pocket
No more
smells like
crumbs for you, mouse man.
your pocket smells like poop.
No cheese.
Same thing.
It's Gouda.
You're Gouda. By the way, it's pronounced Gouda.
And this is how D&D's played.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it, really. Okay, so we've got Ivan on one side, and we've got Harry backed by pretty much everybody else.
Correct. And
Okay, cool.
How tall is Harry?
Harry is an otter. So
He is, in my defense, he's a pretty big otter.
He's a big otter. I mean,
Compared
otters are
to
not
Ivan?
that small, but compared to
Yeah,
Ivan.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm
Compared to
trying
Ivan,
gauge
everyone's
here.
small compared to Ivan.
Can
Right?
can
They're
I
all midgets.
can I wild shape into an otter and help Harry?
Can I also
why do you
wild
need to-
shape into
why
an
do
otter?
you-
Can I also
He's
I
fighting
don't
Ivan
have wild
into
shape,
an
but can I
otter?
wild
Okay.
shape into an otter?
I mean, like, yes. I'm not gonna say no, but I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering why.
three
I don't know,
otters
this
in a
is-
trench coat.
This is the
Why
battle of
do you
otters.
need to be an otter?
Why
to help
not?
Harry?
Why not?
Okay.
It's 3 otters in a trench coat, Magma.
I mean, I'd rather have y'all shapeshift into like a bear or something.
We will take
So-
down this Goliath together.
Okay.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
So
I also shape
Roll
wild
initiative.
shape into an
yeah,
otter.
I'm gonna roll initiative on this one. Okay. So y'all
I just imagine like
Wild shape?
Pokemon style.
into otters. Vittori, you can't wild shape, right? So
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm still a
I
mouse.
learned some
Cool.
magic real quick.
yeah, I was
Can I also?
gonna.
I
Um,
would
an
also
otter.
wild shapes into an otter.
I'll tap into my elvish heritage and learn the magic that I never got.
all right. Everybody, roll me initiative.
I got
Should
a
I
15.
roll for Harry too?
Yep. Please roll for Harry.
I have a 5. Ivan is not going very first.
Harry got a 17 and Talia got a 14.
Victoria
got,
has a 19.
You have a what? Sorry, Vittori.
19.
19.
I got a 12.
All right, Vittoria, you're
Alright.
back in my pocket. So Vittoria and I got a 19.
No.
No,
No.
that's not how it works. Cheater.
Oh, okay.
And then Ivan, you got a 5.
I got a 5.
This all happened too fast for Ivan.
Didn't you miss us, Magma?
So much. So much. Alright, here we go! So this is all just to steer the boat. This is fantastic. You know, you're always worried you underplan for a session. And the answer is you just
trying
can't.
to get off the boat.
Just can't. All right, Vittori, that's you first. So here's what I'm gonna say. You folks are sort of on the bow of this vessel, which is like the front of this boat. There is a steering pad in the middle that I will explain to anybody who kind of like wins this sort of fight. But there is sort of a steering wheel type thing, and then there's also a dashboard, for lack of a better term, of buttons. So it's kind of in the middle of the bow area where this person has been steering from, where Selza was steering. So I'm gonna say you are kind of on either side of that. The person who can remain maybe the longest at this board takes over, however that looks. So whether that's fighting off everybody else or just however we figure that out. Super great. Vittori, you start.
Okay, so where am I? Am I indeed in Ivan's pocket, or did I have my own little chair?
That's up to you. I gave
up to
everybody
you.
basically a turn because they wild shaped and stuff. So if you wanted to take that sort of turn while they were wild shaping to kind of go and join them or hop up onto one of them, that's up to you.
I just wanna, in that turn that already happened, I wanna run to the steering wheel and start spinning it.
You are
It's
going to
too big for you
run
to do
to the
that.
steering wheel and start
Yes.
spinning it. Okay.
Yes.
I feel like this is gonna end badly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it.
This could be over really quickly.
We might die.
We all just
Okay, hold
fly
on.
out.
Sorry, I had to roll one thing. Okay. So you are going to attempt to go to the steering wheel. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, it's not really like on the dashboard, Vittori. So I'm not quite sure if you're going to be able to do that. It's kind of like, I have to explain this in a way. So it's not quite a wheel, but it's sort of one of those two-handled ones that you kind of see if you're playing like a game, you know, where it's got the two sides to it, and it's standing
in that case,
on a stick.
So it's like two levers, kind of.
I need to. I wish I. You know what? I'll post a picture in our
in an
chat.
airplane, and it was like an airplane,
It's
right?
kind of like an airplane. So it's not like a full round wheel. It's kind of got like the two sides to
Oh,
it. Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what you're talking about.
all right.
Hopefully that makes sense. I can't explain it any more than that.
Like a U shape.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, without the bottom. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I see
And
what
then
you're
it's sort
saying.
of like
It's an equal
standing
sign.
from the ground, Vittori. So like I don't think as a mouse you'd be able to do too much to like lean it in either direction from the ground particularly. Like maybe if you were on somebody you could try to pull on it, but from the ground not so much.
In that case, I have a better idea.
Okay.
Can I try to convince Ivan to give me a piece of rope?
Yes. You can try to
You
convince
can.
Ivan. Ivan, would you like
Okay.
him to roll a persuasion check?
Sure.
Alright, roll us a persuasion check.
I roll a 7.
Okay.
Do I
Ivan,
roll?
you can roll or decide if that would be enough, basically.
I don't think that's enough to. Yeah, I don't think so, because Ivan really wants to play.
Yeah, I feel like 7's like not quite enough for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if he hit 11, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Vittoria, your persuasion to Ivan did not work. I'll allow you to take like a movement or something else if you want to try something else, because it wouldn't be quite a full turn.
Can I jump into like Ivan's? Ivan, do you have like you do have rope, but do you have like a backpack or something?
Yeah, it tends to be a big backpack on my back.
Okay, can I jump into that and grab myself a piece of rope?
Yeah,
You attempt to sleight of hand.
yeah, I was gonna say sleight of hand or like athletics to even like get to the backpack. So, either or, athletics or sleight of hand, Vittori. Sleight of hand if you want to be sneaky about it. Athletics if you just want to try to get in there fast.
Athletics, because I have a +5 for that.
Okay, yeah, give me an athletics roll. You're gonna try to leap for Ivan's backpack, and I'll say that you can't quite get the rope on this turn. It may have to wait, but you'll make it to the backpack.
11.
Okay, yeah, Ivan, roll me an opposing athletics check, just to see how much you're kind of moving around.
14.
Okay, Vittoria, you you attempt to leap for the backpack. Yeah, you kind of bounce back off of it, and you do not make it to Ivan's backpack. But good attempts all around. Yeah.
How big is this boat? Because he ran all the way to the front and then all the way back to where I was.
All the way.
He is like
So-
super speedy.
Yeah, you're all on the front of the boat. Like, so like the whole bow section is kind of where the seats were. It's where the steering wheel is. It's kind of like a flat deck at the front.
Yeah, about 30 feet, 40 feet.
Yeah, I'd probably
Like-
say from like where the seats were that you were buckled in to the steering wheel was probably only like 20 feet. So it's all
Okay.
within that same space. But from like front of like the exact point of the bow to the back of the boat is probably about 60 feet. So to run from front to back, 60 feet. Yeah.
I am not going to run from front to back.
Are you sure?
Tell you that
Okay,
right.
so
All right. I just want to be upfront about the front. You know?
About the front.
Because I don't want to have to back up about the back.
Not upfront about the backpack.
So did like Ivan throw me off, or am I still hanging from the backpack?
Bye.
I'm gonna say it was what 11 versus 14.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you bounced off. I think you're back on the ground. Back on the
Okay,
ground,
so
but
I'm not
close to
hanging
Ivan.
from. Okay. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay.
If it was a
Yeah,
little bit
back on
closer, I
shooting
could
the
say
boat.
you're hanging on, but no. Okay. Next up is Harry's turn. Talia, if you want to decide what Harry is up to. As
So,
our
I-
pivotal member of the opposing side here.
So I think, are we all like running towards it, or?
That's up to you. You are on the bow, so you could run for the dashboard, you could go for Ivan, whatever your choice is.
I think Harry would want to. Actually, let me pull up his character sheet.
Yeah, I was trying
made
to
a
find
character
giant
sheet for
otter.
Harry. All right, so Harry, he is going to, I think, run for Ivan and try to like trip him. And then as he so can Harry run towards Ivan and then like bite at his ankles? Because that's his like only action, his melee bite.
All right, fair warning. I don't think anything should be biting Ivan. This is me out of character. I'm just saying.
Listen.
Yeah, so
if you kill my otter, Mikey,
we
will have so much beef. I will
what happened
literally
last time with the honey badger. I'm just saying.
Okay,
I can't control it.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I actually have Harry run up Ivan's leg and like bite his like ear? Does Ivan have ears? He does.
No, Goliath have no ears.
I don't trust you.
Okay, I have ears.
As you look at his
The
picture
favorite
and
thing
it
to do.
literally has ears.
I literally just clicked back to the stream so I can see if he has ears.
Wait a second, does he have ears?
Okay, so you want Harry to climb up Ivan to bite his ears.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he has a melee bite attack.
So I'm gonna get you to roll two things. I'm gonna get you to do an athletics check just like Vittoria did. So an opposing athletics check against Ivan to see if he could even climb Ivan, with how much Ivan is moving. So once again, Ivan, roll me an athletics check or an athletics roll, and then same thing for Harry.
See if he has athletics.
Yes.
Does that count as a you know, strength? That's a strength thing, right?
Dexterity, I think, actually.
Oh, dexterity.
Athletics is strength.
Is it strength? I can't remember.
Strength.
Yes, it
He
is.
has
It
a
is
plus-
strength.
You should have a +1.
I know.
He has a +3.
Okay.
Please don't fail me. Okay. Okay. We got this. Okay.
I'm still waiting.
17.
Yeah, I got a 7.
You got a 7?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wrote that one.
he got a 5 plus 3.
And what?
He got a 5,
Wait,
10,
what?
15 plus 3.
15
God.
plus
Nice.
3. I was like, that's
Yeah,
that's
I
not.
wrote that
couldn't-
way.
I don't know what that math
figure
is,
out-
but that's not the
I
right
couldn't
math.
figure out what the 1 was in my head. That I'm like, oh, that's a weird squiggly looking line.
Squealy.
Okay,
I'm
so
so tired.
Harry is successful in climbing up Ivan, and then if you want to bite his ear, roll an attack against Ivan's like AC. So this is now an attack.
So okay. So still plus 3 on it then.
Whatever, yeah,
Well,
whatever.
on
On
whatever
the
hit dice
melee
you
bite,
attack
it
is.
says plus 3, 1d3 minus 4. I don't know if I just wrote that weird or if that makes sense.
That doesn't make any sense. 1d3 plus 4 minus 4?
Bite.
Wait.
Melee bite plus 5 in parentheses 1d3 minus 4.
How do you have a D3?
I don't know, that's what the
D3s
website
don't
says.
exist.
All right, so mine says bite +5, so you have a +5 to attack. So that's the +5 is an attack to whatever it is, and it's a 1d3 plus 4.
But
Oh, I forgot.
there's no such thing as a D3
How
though.
do you
I
have a
know,
D3? How
but
do you have a three?
that's how it's written, at least on this otter.
Are we okay? I think we're on the same page.
Is there such thing as a
Correct.
3-sided dice? How does that work?
Probably
talked about
not
this
worked very
before.
well.
How do you have a 3-sided dice?
I think they are a thing, but they look really weird. Like if you look it up.
Are they like rounded?
They're
No,
like
I think it's
all
like-
that makes me
long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
I
weird
hate that.
Sided dice.
Will we ever...
What is it?
Wait,
Yeah.
now I have to see.
Why?
3-sided.
Ugh.
I want-
There's no
$15 dice.
there's absolutely
Like,
no
ugh.
consistency to these dice, like at all. Like, there's so many different
hate-
shapes of them. Why?
I hate that so much.
Like, why would you want this?
Ooh, I found a nice. Oh, what a cute D&D
Why
dice.
are they
Oh,
so
no.
fucking
Oh, no.
ugly?
It's just selling you baked
We're
bean
getting
dice for
sidetracked.
$140.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Okay. Okay. So
Well, we're not gonna get past this shit. Man.
All right, we got past
Okay,
the
okay,
D3 thing.
strength
So a d20 plus 5 to hit.
12.
Does not touch me.
I don't think it's not gonna hit.
All right. So. Okay.
Wait.
What?
Okay, no, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Ivan's AC is super high because of all this
Super
stuff
high.
now.
Fuck you,
No,
Ivan.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just upgraded.
You
my
had a
armor
lot
as
of
well,
cash.
So that was cute. I
I'm
had to let
still-
you try.
I'm still sitting at light armor, by the way.
Yeah.
This is, I
Don't
think,
go on.
That's on you.
upgrade.
You're a druid.
fair point. Okay. You're lucky I know nothing about armor.
Right.
It'll be all
What's
over for you.
armor?
What is it?
Who even wears that stuff?
Okay.
Actually,
so,
I'm pretty sure at the start I said I don't want armor. So
Yeah.
that's on me.
all right. So Harry attempts an attack, but it does not completely misses it. So Harry can still be on Ivan's shoulder, but he completely misses. Ivan, with that low of a roll for Harry compared to your AC, you can even decide if you even notice that he attempted it. It's up to you.
I'll wait till my turn.
If you
Yeah.
kill my otter.
Mm.
And then
you-
that is Argonas's turn. Argonas.
All right. I am going to attempt, since Harry is on his shoulder, I am going to run over to Ivan's legs and attempt to grapple, wrap around his legs and try to trip him.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do some grappling checks here. So that is going to be a strength check. So roll me opposing strength checks.
Just everyone against Ivan. Ivan versus the world.
Oh no.
Oh
That
no!
doesn't sound good.
Well,
Hmm?
I got a 1.
That's not good.
What is this sorcery?
There is no plus.
Oh, I got a 10. I try to give him. I try to help.
You
But
got
you rolled a
okay.
one.
Yeah, so you definitely just boot Argonas off, Ivan. Yeah, there's no way that he managed
All right.
anything.
He
there.
just.
That
Kicks.
dice is going in the jail.
I know. I'm
That's
about to
a
switch out my
bad-
dice.
Bad dice, Jill.
Oh, that's my druid dice too. Damn it.
My druid dice aren't working either, dude. I feel your pain.
All right, Talia, that's on to you.
Fuck. Okay. I was about to switch out my dice. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What I'm gonna do is yeah, and I swear to God, I heard that. Okay.
Please hold the line.
Listen, I was worried about Harry. I forgot that I actually played.
Don't you dare touch
All right.
So
What I wanna
Talia's
do-
fired. We're just using Harry. That's all.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Ivan.
All right. How does that work?
Choose a target must succeed in a Wisdom saving throw, be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target.
All right.
On a higher level, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd or higher, you can target one additional. Okay, so no. So yeah, I want to cast Hold Person at Ivan.
All right. So Ivan needs to roll a wisdom check.
All
Is
right,
it save?
So wisdom saving throw, right? Just click on the wisdom thing.
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw.
And what do I have to get against it?
14.
14 for me not to be held.
Yeah. Yeah, 14 to succeed.
Okay. Nat 20 plus 5.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh my god. What the-
Wow,
will
Ivan
not
has
let you
become
steer the
so
ship.
wise.
I like to think Talia is just standing incredibly surprised. Like, when the hell did Ivan get this OP?
How did you get a +5 to wisdom?
Yeah. Look there.
Yeah,
That's
wait a
what I
minute.
rolled.
How did you get a +5?
Because I'm a paladin, I get +2 to all saving throws.
I
or
forgot
protection.
you were a paladin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Okay,
see it.
now.
I see it now. I was
Yeah,
like, wait,
yeah.
your wisdom is like 0. How does this freaking work? But for some
I'm
reason, saving throws
magical.
is down here. Yeah, on +5.
Yeah.
I think we've spent a solid 30 minutes fighting Ivan.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, you know. Okay.
Paladins are awesome.
So-
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, Talia, you attempt to cast Hold Person. It fails, surprisingly. Ivan becomes very wise for a moment, and he says something very philosophical. Go ahead, Ivan. Give us something philosophical.
Cookies.
Wow.
Inspiring.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Okay. Lena, that's your turn.
So, Lena doesn't care enough to participate in trying to attack Ivan because she already knows that like nothing that she does will fix that. So she is still standing there waiting to turn into an otter, waiting for that elven magic to finally kick in, you know, at the ripe old age of like 400. Like, it's gonna happen. So she's just standing there trying to suddenly get magic.
Lena,
Oh, I
wait.
forgot we were all otters. Holy shit.
Can you...
I'd like to think
can you-
Talia's an otter with like a purple otter with a cape.
Yes, Lena, I kind of almost want you to roll like a wisdom check or something, because like maybe you assume that everybody got turned into an otter, and like I just want to see if you think you're an otter or not.
Let's
Origin
see.
otters.
What if I say I'm not like the otters?
I'm trying to find my wisdom, and I can't find it.
Oh no! Not only that, but
That's a lot.
Poxy has just redeemed a scroll of chaos on you, Lena.
No,
Of
I'm
course.
trying to find
Do the
my
dance
wisdom.
again.
I don't think the
Into
scroll of
battle,
chaos has
Lena.
ever been used on anyone else. I think
Anybody
it
else? Yeah, I
is
don't
like a
think so.
It's
Lena
always on
scroll.
me,
It's just
yeah.
scroll
I
of
have
Lena.
no
Oh, I see my
regrets.
wisdom. I see it. Well, I rolled 11, so I must very wise.
Okay, so you may get that you're not an otter, but you have had a scroll of chaos. So take that as you will in this next turn. What would you like to do, Lena?
I try and cast a spell on myself to turn into an otter.
Of course.
Okay, what does that look like?
I don't know. I roll a d20 and see if I believe that I have magic.
Sure.
Can I
roll me a
cast
D20.
guidance on Lena for that?
Yeah, cast guidance on this
Absolutely,
D20 for
please do it.
belief.
You add a D4.
Oh, I
Okay.
wish
Well, I rolled
Amrina
a
had
nat
polymorph.
one.
Oh shit.
Well, and
there goes
then
my
I
cantrip.
got another nat 1, so I got 2.
Okay.
Double that
Lena.
ones.
Lena, you deeply understand that you do not have magic of any kind, and you
Oh,
become
no.
very,
Aw.
very sad.
I sit down.
Some might even say brooding.
Incapacitates you. Yeah, you just go into ultra brooding mode, and refuse to take action.
Why
like to
did my fisherman father not give me magic?
I like to think the captain of the ship is just looking at us like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so
Like,
at
I just invited these people.
At initiative
Onto my
6, Selza just has been kind of observing this. I'm just gonna quickly roll once for her here.
Like,
let's
who
see.
hired me?
This reminds me of the time that we had a race to the Tower of the Kirby's.
So Selza rolls a nat 1 for caring about any of this.
Harry does not give a shit about it.
she-
What is going on
yeah.
with our dice today?
She pulls her goggles back down on her face and she heads off into the cabin of the boat and leaves it alone. So that is actually the boat's turn. Because of course while
boat has a turn?
y'all are still fighting, the boat is still moving. And now without a
Oh,
captain. So I'm just gonna quickly roll a d6 here.
Wait, Selza didn't turn it. Oh no.
Nope. She rolled a nat 1 for what the hell? Okay. So the boat rolls a 1. I'm not gonna tell you. None of you have looked at the dashboard yet, so you actually don't really know what this means at all. But there's a little check happening here, just in my little box there. The boat sputters on. You hear like
Can you uncheck that box right now?
you hear like a grinding noise as the boat continues to move. Like there's
Oh,
like
that
a
can't be
brief
good.
lurch. And because that is one of my box checks, can I get all of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's try this dice.
20.
I know, I just...
What the heck?
18 plus
21.
3. 21.
4.
Me too.
13.
Oh, should I roll one for Otter? Harry?
Yes, please.
For
Roll.
Otter.
Yeah, since Harry is in the initiative, please roll one for Harry.
Does
my
he
God.
have a Constitution thing? Probably not. Oh, he doesn't. Does he? No, he doesn't.
It looks like he's at con 10, so it'd be a straight roll for con.
All right.
All right, both Amarana and Argonis got a 4.
Okay.
Nice.
Harry got a 15.
Okay. So anyone below 15, you're knocked prone at the moment. So you hit the deck at this point. Everybody 15 or above, you do save and you manage to keep your feet beneath you. As the boat gives a big lurch on its turn. But yeah, everyone else below 15
Me.
hit the
That's
deck.
me,
I
Talia,
was already
and
sitting on the floor.
It sounds like Argonis and Emerine are the only ones that roll below 15, if I'm right on
Okay.
that one.
I got
Awesome.
15.
Ivan. Oh, okay. Lena, you're on the
Oh,
ground
and
now.
Lena.
I was already on the floor.
You're sitting on the floor.
crying.
You are now lying on the floor.
You're
Okay.
ultra prone.
Brooding even more closely to the ground. Ivan, that is onto your turn.
All right. Real quick, I will look over to Harry.
If you hurt my Otter, I
Don't do
swear to
it.
God.
It's your fault. You brought it on me.
You're the one attacking a poor defenseless two-tail
It's
otter.
my turn.
Ivan, I swear to God, if you kill Harry, I will kill you in your sleep. This is not a
You can try.
threat. This is
You
a
can try.
promise.
Okay. So I look over to Harry and I just say, "Flee." So I'm casting command on it.
Okay.
It has a Wisdom 13 saving throw.
All right, Harry, roll me wisdom saving throw.
Let me find a new dice. I just poured out all my dice.
So
All
in-
right. Has
yeah,
to be
go
what,
ahead.
13?
13.
Alright. Come on, Pride Dice. 13? Does that count?
What did you get? You rolled a 13? I think it counts. I think we hit it. Yeah.
Does it count against it?
I
That's
feel like I
what's
usually go
the-
with the player, but this is hard because it's player versus player.
Correct.
What's the spell DC?
13.
Yeah,
DC.
so if you need it, yeah, I think Harry passes.
Harry passes.
Hell
Okay.
yeah!
All right.
Pride
So
Dice for the win.
Harry barely passes. Maybe takes like a second where he flinches, but shakes it off.
And then I walk over to the control panel.
Okay.
Oh shit, I didn't even... That's what we were
okay, so
fighting for.
And your spell,
Mm-hmm.
your command, that's a spell? Like it just takes up an action?
Yeah, that was one action.
Okay, sweet. And then you do your movement. Okay, I will let you, as you're staring at the panel, you can't do anything on it now, but I'll tell you what it looks like, Ivan. So when you're looking at the panel, you see a dashboard panel, and then there's like sort of the steering wheel thing in front of it. So the wheel, and I say this with quotation marks, it only goes left and right, so it doesn't like go pull forward or back. So it's just
Okay.
left and right. And then there are 5 buttons and a lever. So there's 5 buttons on the left. None of them are labeled. They all look the same. So 5 buttons in a line. And then there's a lever on the right. It's currently pushed all the way forward. And it can be, of course, pulled back. So that is what the panel looks like. 5 buttons, a lever pushed all the way forward currently, and then your steering wheel that goes left and right.
Okay.
Okay. No bonus actions or anything, Ivan? You're good to go?
Yeah.
Cool. That is back around to Vittori. So, Ivan, what I'm going to say is that because you're the last in the round, if nobody before you can move you from the dashboard, we will call that success.
Okay.
So you have everybody's turn before you. If they can somehow distract you or move you from the board, they will be able to kind of keep it going. But if not, Ivan has successfully managed the panel. And
Woohoo.
on your turn, you'll be able to do something at the panel. Vittori, that's your turn.
I just realized my complete last turn was useless because I have roped myself.
But it's in my backpack.
You have
No,
tiny rope.
it's in my little backpack.
That is
You have a
thread.
tiny little, tiny
That
little
is
thread.
thread.
That's thread. Can you imagine if Tori trips Ivan with a piece of thread?
But
All right,
yes, no,
Vittori.
in theory, yes, you have rope.
Yes. What do you got?
So, what I want to do is try to like tie Ivan up. At least tie his hands together with my rope.
Okay.
Would you let me do that?
Okay, so you're currently on the ground, so you'll have to do me an athletics check again to climb up Ivan. So opposed athletics check against Ivan, and then I don't know what we'll do for the rope. Probably a grapple check, I would say. So it'll be an athletics, basically 2 strengths.
25.
23 on the first.
Okay, so 25 on the first one, so you do manage to climb up to Ivan's hands. Now roll me your second one. Ivan, same thing, because it's opposing
Same
grapple.
athletics?
Yeah.
Ivan, go first.
No, sir. You're the one
No,
attacking.
you can go first. You can
No,
go
thank you.
first.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna be polite. You can go first.
Nope, I'm fine.
7.
15.
Fuck you.
So, Victoria, you do an elaborate climb up Ivan. It looks so styling, like you're avoiding his hands as he's trying to, like, you know, slap you off kind of thing. You make it all the way up to Ivan, sort of like sleeves. You lose grip, and I'll say that you stay on. Your athletics check was pretty good on the first one, so you're still on Ivan, but you do not manage to wrap his hands. All
Dang
right.
it. Can I roll like I have like second wind and stuff? Action search.
If something gives you an extra move, yes.
Additional action. So
Great.
Yeah, so additional action. Yeah.
in that case, I want to try to tie his hands together one more time.
Okay. Roll me strength checks again, opposing grapples.
20.
18.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Victoria, you do manage to wrap Ivan's hand in your ropes. And manage to tie it up. So Ivan, your hands are tied at the moment. You're still at the board, but
Yep.
Your hands are tied. I'm trying to decide what that will do at all.
I got a plan for it.
I know. I'm trying to
Of
think.
course you do.
I think it'll depend on what people are trying to do against you. I would think.
True.
If you're trying to defend against stuff, like maybe a disadvantage on certain things.
Yeah. I think if other ones try to grapple me, I would say it would be a disadvantage for me.
Yeah, because your hands.
Because my hands are currently
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Harry, that is Harry's turn.
All right. I think Harry. Oh fuck! He literally can't do anything. Okay. What time of day is it?
Right now, it is the early morning.
in the morning of the next day. Yeah.
So is it like still kind of dark out, but like not really?
Like it's sunrise, so it's light enough. Like there isn't any vision issues, if that's like what you're asking.
Fuck. Okay. Is there a light switch? Like, is there a light in the area we're in that is providing a significant amount of light that, if turned off, would cause issues with those who cannot see?
No, it's
No.
like
This-
like
you can't turn off the sun.
yeah.
There's the light switch in the sun.
The ultimate power move.
Ultimate power move. Talia snuffs out the sun. The whole planet dies.
Like now I'm fucking cold.
If we want to play that way, I can technically shoot water and to make a really big wave, but I don't want to do. I'm imagining we're in the middle of like a town and we're doing this.
No,
You're on a boat. You are on a walking boat in the middle of like fields and stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Harry doesn't have anything. Okay, I think Harry is gonna he's probably I feel like he's just bored at this point. I feel like he has a really short attention span, so he probably just sees something shiny. And he's gonna, like, run off the opposite direction.
Okay. How chaotic would
attack.
Harry be?
And running away?
Okay. So there's... Well, it depends. Is Harry fully disengaging? Or just using movement to get away? Because if Harry fully disengages, I don't think it would be an opportunity attack.
There you go.
Yeah, he's sick of it. I think he's just running off. I'm pretty sure he, like, heard someone opening a bag of chips or something.
Okay, so he's, like, completely out, doesn't want to do anything else. Okay.
Yeah, he's like a little puppy with a really short attention span.
Okay.
So
Harry
he's running off.
attempted one thing against Ivan, and it didn't work out, and then he got bored. So Harry disengaged, doesn't take an opportunity attack, but doesn't get to do anything else. That is round 2, Argonis. Argonis, you've just witnessed your hero run away from the battle.
Yep. And after that abysmal attempt at trying to grapple Ivan's legs, I'm just going to, still in auto form, just like walk over to where Lena is, sit down, and cross my arms.
In auto form.
I'm really trying something here.
I will also brood.
Okay.
In otter form.
Magic. Just crying into his ear. I'm an elf. This doesn't make any sense.
Wait, can I change what I said? Can Harry go and still disengage but sit next to Lena as well?
Yes, okay.
And in my puddle of tears.
Harry also sits next to Lena in the puddle of tears. Okay, Argonis, nothing else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Talia, that's on to you. Your 2 otter crew have disengaged, basically.
That 2 otter crew is about to be a 3 otter because I also wild shaped into an otter, and I am also gonna go over and sit with them. But as I do it, I think Talia is just gonna, like, in otter form, trying to stick up like the middle, like, claw on her paw as like a middle finger as she sits, as they sit.
All right.
And just sit down next to them and kind of just like chill there.
Perfect.
Am I the only one really trying to keep Ivan from
Very
Very
short attention
Accepted
span.
our
Yes.
fate.
Yes.
Yep. Lena, would you like to do anything else?
I'm
Lena, you're my
the
love.
others. I'm surrounded by others. And I look at them and ask them how I can get magic, but I'm crying. That has it closed.
I was gonna do something else, but I completely forgot I could do it until now.
Okay.
Well, it's no
Lena,
longer
it
your
was-
turn now.
that's it?
It was just gonna be to
Oh,
summon
I'm just
like
crying. I can't do anything else.
other otters.
All right. So no one's moved Ivan, but that is the boat's turn. So let me give a roll.
Both, you're my last hope.
The boat is what knocks Ivan over.
No.
Okay. There is nothing else the boat does with a 6, so we are okay.
Woohoo!
All right, perfect. So nothing happens. The boat continues on its way, and that is back around to Ivan. Ivan, your hands are grappled technically, but nobody did move you from the dashboard, so I'm going to call that a success. You are now piloting the vessel, and I'm going to say we're out of initiative. Sorry, Vittori, but you did... unfortunately, you were not backed up by your team. So, we are out of initiative. Okay.
Can I, as soon as like Ivan just like goes to like deal with the bow, can I cast Conjure Animals and have 8 other otters just kind of run up and sit around us?
Sure.
I love
Awesome.
this.
That's what I was gonna do in my round, but I forgot.
Okay, so you
It sounds like you're just like
animals.
mocking Lena now.
Yeah,
What we're doing is creating an army of otters that are just gonna judge the hell out of you.
Oh,
I'm queen of the
Ivan
otters,
does
Ivan.
not. Yeah, Ivan does not recognize otters as a threat. So
Ivan,
That was your
honestly,
first
you
mistake.
probably are just, you think it's sweet. You have an audience, like
Yeah.
fan club. You love it.
I go, can I have one of those?
you laugh, but really, like, you're sad inside. And I am one of those. All right, Ivan, you stand in front of the panel. So you've got the 5 buttons, the lever that's pushed all the way forward, and the steering wheel that goes left and right. What would you like to do?
Pull it all the way back, the lever.
Okay.
Very sharply.
Okay. You pull...
Then I get my rope back, by the way.
Nope, you don't get your rope back. It's on my hands.
Okay.
Can I untie your hands?
What is happening?
No, they're mine. Sorry,
They're
go ahead,
fighting over
DM.
rope.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was like ignoring them, and I'm like, wait, there's like voices still going. Wow! Okay. You pull the lever all the way back. You feel the boat slow down like quite a bit. So a large amount. You are now sort of puttering along very, very slowly.
Good. All right.
But you don't do any damage, so that's good.
That's good. All right. Do I do more?
You can.
I push the first button on the left.
Okay. You hear a large sputter as you press the first button. The boat gives another lurch. Anybody standing, roll me a Constitution check.
I think we're all staying down.
I think so too.
No,
Other than Ivan.
Lame.
Or
I'm still standing on top of Ivan's arm, basically.
Okay, Ivan, roll me a Constitution check as the boat gives a lurch.
All right. Whoop. Oh wait. Whoop. Constitution. You said Constitution today, right?
Yes.
All right. Sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are we all doing Constitution?
7.
If you're standing.
I'm on the floor.
Yeah,
Okay.
Most of you guys are sitting.
Ivan, the boat lurch knocks you onto the ground. Since we're
that
not
the
in initiative, just roll me a quick d4 to see how much damage you take from falling on your butt.
All right.
Do I also
Falling
have to
apart.
roll Constitution?
You're kind of hanging on to Ivan, so if you want to roll me one to see if you just hang on to Ivan or not, yeah, you could probably do that.
In that case, 22.
Yeah, you're fine. You're on Ivan still. And Ivan, you take 4 damage from falling on your butt. It's because your hands are still tied, so you weren't able to break your fall. And you go down.
You want this
go
rope?
down.
Get this off my hands.
I want to untie Ivan then.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Excellent. Okay, the boat returns to running smoothly. It's still going fairly slow. And it only lurched like the once, so you can get up again if you'd like.
Okay. I get back up.
Okay. Yeah, there's more on the panel if you'd like to try.
I try the second button.
Okay. You try the second button, you push it, you hear kind of like a whining sound. And out the side, 2 more legs pop out of the right and left side of the boat. And as they come out, you see that they are attached at the bottom with 2 springs, at the bottom of each foot. They raise up in unison, and they slam down into the ground. The whole boat.
Oh no!
Otters everywhere.
Launches into the air. Everybody roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck. Oh.
14.
Okay.
4. I rolled another nat 1.
Oh no!
9.
12 plus 3, so 15 for Talia.
Yes.
Okay.
8 and 9.
And then 12 for Harry.
Okay. Everybody below 10, as the boat jumps and as it kind of careens back to the earth, it's still sort of moving forward. So physics-wise, it has jumped forward. For any of you that rolled below 10, you fall off.
Like
Wait,
off
I
the
forgot
boat?
to roll for the conjured Fey Otters.
You
Do I do
roll
that?
for the conjured otters if you'd like.
Sure.
Everybody below 10, you fall off the boat, which I think is quite a few of you.
Ah!
And that
I'm out of school camp.
So, everybody above 10, you are still on deck. Everybody below 10, you 100% fly right over the rails onto the ground below. The boat is moving slowly forward still as it goes. Everybody who fell off, roll me 2d. I'll roll 2d6s. Hold on.
May I roll a reaction to try to grab before I hit?
Can you? Question mark.
Reaction,
No.
yeah.
Did you hold a reaction? Not really,
Yes.
I guess. I'm like, no. I think this would be pretty unexpected. I don't think you would necessarily have time to grab anything.
I will attempt to grab as I'm flying.
No. I think y'all just fell off. Like, this was unexpected. This boat flew into the air unexpectedly, slammed back into the earth, and whoever fell off, you take 5 damage from just the fall from the side, because it's about 20 feet up.
So who is on the boat then? I am, and
Whoever rolled above 10 is still on the boat.
Who's above a 10?
I did. And...
Me, Harry, and the Faze.
Yay!
Right. You guys have control of the boat. Everyone else is off.
Okay,
That was our plan all along.
In this case, so the boat right now is moving fairly slow. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm, like, walking speed at this point. So it's moving at about 30 feet for every kind of initiative move. So y'all could keep up to it pretty easily. But it is still moving forward, and it is 20 feet above the ground kind of thing on its legs. So you'll have to find a way to get back on it while it moves, or have the people on board stop the boat and let you in.
Is there any ladders on either side of it?
There isn't ladders, but the side of it is pretty rough. Like, it's all put together like little bits and bobs, so it's probably climbable.
Okay. Well, then I would probably like to do a dash so I can get ahead of it and try to jump on it.
Cool. Okay.
Before you do that, can I pull the lever up again so hopefully the boat accelerates?
Okay.
Why?
Yeah. Let's roll some.
No.
Let's roll some initiative again here. I didn't think we'd be back at initiative so fast, but
Clearly don't
This
know
is how
your
it is.
players, Magma.
let's do another initiative. I won't keep the last one because it was more battle.
15.
So roll me initiative. 15 for Ivan.
Well,
18 for Ty, and I don't know if you want me to do the other. Honor.
No. Everything that you have can go on your turn.
Okay.
Since they're not directly involved this time.
So it's Talia and 9 otters.
Yeah,
Our ghosts-
exactly.
Our
Yeah.
Godus and Marina are like twinsies. We both got 15.
Sweet. Okay. Argonis and Ivan. What is your dex? I think it's dex. What's your dex modifier?
1.
2.
Okay, Argonis, you will go before Ivan.
Okay.
And then who else we're missing? Lena.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
My dice
Perfect.
hates me.
And I think that's it. That's everybody. Yep. All right. Okay, so who's still on the boat? Talia and Vittoria, right?
yes,
Yes,
and the
all
others.
Yes, the otter. See how I'm
How dare you forget
distinctly
about
ignoring the otters like every time.
8 of them, too.
So right now there's
Technically,
a whole crew
9.
of otters currently running the boat. And is everybody still in otter form? Is that still a thing? Okay.
Yes.
So everybody's
No.
still
Yes.
No? Yeah. It doesn't take concentration or anything?
It's up to 3
Oh.
hours. I think.
Argonis, does yours take concentration?
I don't think so.
You
I
can
think
stay
it's
in beast shape for up to 3 hours.
Okay, great. I was just gonna say
Or
'cause if-
unless you hit 0 hit points.
yeah. So it's not concentration.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so everyone else, Argonis, Ivan, Lena, you are currently off the vessel. Talia, it is your turn first. So the boat is currently moving at about 30 feet. And I will actually roll initiative for the boat just for distance sake.
And the boat's a boat. Like, it's not like
It's a boat with feet.
a
it's
secret
walking
Boat
around.
is going to go last.
weird beast.
Yeah, it's not like alive or sentient or anything. It's just a machine. But yeah, it's a boat with legs.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead. Boat's moving 30 feet. You've got 3 crew members overboard. Yep.
All right. I guess I can't do that because they has to be creature specific. Can I try to go up to the wheel and like one of the buttons? Can I try to like figure out which one is like the stop button?
Yeah. Okay. So you were far enough away from Ivan. Can you roll me an insight check, please, to see if you were able to recall what Ivan had already pressed and tried.
19 plus 3.
Perfect. Okay.
21?
So
22,
awesome.
21.
Yeah, I was like 19 plus 3 is it's gonna be good. 22. Okay, so just like I said to Ivan, there are 5 buttons in a row, a lever on the right. Right now it's pulled all the way back. And then there's the sort of wheel thing that goes left or right. Ivan has already tried the left 2 buttons. The first one, the boat lurched, and everybody rolled Constitution. The second button made the boat jump. The lever slowed the boat down. And that is so far what Ivan has tried. So there's 3 more buttons, and the wheel that goes left and right.
So it's lurch, jump, 3 buttons, so we don't know, the lever, and then the wheel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to roll a... Where are my triangle dice? Can I roll one of my triangle dice to see which button I press?
Yeah, sure.
I know. Can you?
I realize I think they're called D4s.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will press the 3rd button.
Perfect. All right. You press the 3rd button, and the boat stops.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank God.
Phew!
Wow.
Talia turns around and high fives all of the otters individually.
Yeah, you do like that team thing where you run up and down with the high fives, like.
Yeah. Make a big show out of it.
Yeah!
Just pump all the otters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the boat comes to a lurching halt. Steam like emits from the side. There's a couple puffs of smoke, and then it slowly kind of like lowers itself down, sort of as like the hydraulics all come to a rest. Everybody on the ground, the boat has stopped, so you can definitely catch up and climb back up when you're ready.
Yay! I climb back up.
No, I stay on the ground.
Since I've hit my head, I have a moment of clarity. Be like, didn't that person say it takes like an hour to start it back up? So what's the
We'll
point
be
of-
like, okay,
Oh no!
no!
the one that stays on the ground?
Yeah. As you guys all kind of congratulate yourself, like you figured out the stop button, everybody got back on board. Selza comes like bursting out of the room at the back, like her hair is all ashevel, like her goggles are half off. Like she definitely
she was having a fun time.
has just been well, I mean, you did jump the boat while she was in bed. So
Okay, fair point.
Go rock the boat.
No rock the boat, baby.
she definitely has like a goose egg on one side of her head. She probably hit the ceiling in the cabin.
no.
She comes like stumbling out. What have you all been doing? Who stopped the boat?
It was Ivan.
I point at the otters.
I point at
Ivan.
Ivan. All the otters
was
point
Ivan.
at Ivan.
You
Victoria
don't.
points at Ivan as well.
I'm coming out from off the boat. Obviously, it's not me.
Otter Argo just points at Ivan.
We're otters.
I will
We
set you
can't
all
do anything.
ablaze.
Why are there so many otters on this boat? What happened?
just pointed
Where
back
are
at
all
them
the
again.
people?
It's a long story.
You know
And
what?
Yells and still not on the
I'd
boat.
like to think Talia goes back to their normal form. Just like casually morphs back up.
Yeah, exactly. Really slowly and like excruciatingly. This, never take a job from people you don't know. Never do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Yes.
Okay,
I tried to tell you that.
everybody
that's a
step back from the panel. I guess I'm not getting a nap today. You know what?
No, you can totally have a nap. What do the last buttons do?
One's like it explodes the boat.
Rubs her forehead like so stressed. Okay, she comes up and starts pointing it out to you, gives you a little rundown here, Ivan. Do you want to roll me an intelligence check just to see how much you're going to remember of this? Does anybody else want to learn about the boat?
Wait, did she really just go to sleep and leave a whole bunch of strangers to mend a boat?
Yeah, she did.
I just realized.
Yeah. She rolled a nat 1 and did not care at all. Okay.
Right, so what on investigation?
Like an intelligence check, just kind of like how much you're going to remember of this.
That was 18.
Cool. Okay.
So that's nice.
Can I send Harry?
Yeah, you can send Harry.
What about the other $8?
That's
sweet. Okay. Anybody else want to learn about the boat?
I'm good.
Investigation.
I like to think the otters all stood on each other's shoulders so Harry could see, be like at eye level with Ivan.
Okay, awesome. If you rolled a fairly high intelligence check, like you'll remember what she's told you. Everything was okay. If you rolled like really bad, like you'll forget. Okay, so 5 buttons, 1 lever, steering wheel. Steering wheel's pretty obvious. It's left and right. You steer the boat left and right. The one on the left is the start engine button. So every time you press that while it was still going, it's basically trying to ignite the car again when it's already running. So like you're lurching the engine and it wasn't happy, so you were kind of stalling it out each time. So if you stall 3 times, the boat will shut off. And you'll have to wait the hour. So there's 3 basically attempts before the boat like kind of goes into emergency mode and stops.
Okay.
So I think you folks hit 2. You didn't quite get to a full stall.
And I did 1 and then 2.
Yeah, exactly. So the first one was the start engine. I think it stalled earlier because of something else. Can't remember what it was.
3 we hit stop.
Something happened. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Might have been just like at the beginning. Anyway, start engine on the left was that. So once it's kind of hit the hour and it's kind of rested and cooled down, you can hit start to get it going again. But if you hit it during it, you'll stall. The jump is the second button. Obviously, you already know that. So that will jump the boat. The third button is reverse. So it will reverse the boat's direction. We'll go backwards. The fourth button gives it a brief temporary speed boost, higher than its usual speed. So it will double its movement at the time. So when this boat is like kind of going at regular speed, it's doing like 120 feet. Like it's pretty fast. So for kind of if it was ever in some sort of initiative and you hit that button, it would double its speed. So be going like 240 feet, like outrageous, ridiculous amounts for 2 turns. The fifth button is the stop, which you also figured out, and then
wait, I'm confused. Stop was the third button.
Stop. Well, it was was it the third one? Oh, I thought you had the third that was available.
Oh, yeah, I did the third that was available.
That's what I thought you
so
meant.
she hit
the
fifth
one.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was
because like she rolled a
D4.
D4.
Okay, hold on. I gotta change it now.
I'm sorry.
I was so
you
used
guys
to
don't know
not making sense.
I know, like I understood what Poxy was doing because like you had the D4 and it was like the 4 available things. Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 was reverse, 4 was boost, 5 was stop.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then your lever on the right is regular speed. So all the way forward, you're hitting that 120 feet. All the way back, you're at like 30 feet. So very, very slow.
All right.
Great. And then you've got, your wheel left and right. So that's basic instructions of the vessel.
So why didn't you tell us about these instructions beforehand?
She kind of gives a shrug. I don't know. Sometimes I forget that not everybody tinkers like I do, so... y'all seemed like you handled it. Like, you're all really eager to get on the panel and, like, steer it. So I just thought you were already, like, had the training. I made a really poor assumption, so...
That's why you have that goose egg, and I poke it.
Ow! Yeah, who hit the jump button? I mean, that was unexpected.
I didn't hit no jump button. Which one's the jump button? I pressed the jump button.
Nothing happens because it's currently stalled.
Oh, thank God.
You hear a little whine, but nothing else comes out of it. So she kind of lets you folks know it's gonna take about an hour for this thing. It has to kind of cool down after it's come to a full stop before it will fully like reignite again.
Fine.
So she kind of lets you folks know it's gonna be about an hour, so you can kind of chill and hang about. I'll give you the opportunity that if you need a short rest, you could take it here.
I'll take a short rest.
I'll take a short rest.
Yeah. And I'll have someone just roll me a really quick d20.
D20. D20 being rolled. Your number is 10.
10?
Yes.
Okay. You are okay. Didn't get that too much.
Who
so
needs-
just kind of while you're sitting in the
needs
field,
healing?
you're not in too much of a dangerous area, so a 10 is okay.
Ivan's sitting on 43 of 52. Ivan should be fine for now. Plus, we're possible we'll have a long rest soon, so...
Oh, that's okay. Never mind.
Great. Anybody else need anything on the short rest?
I'm just gonna revert back to my dragon form.
Great. Okay. All right, so you all sit here for a little bit. The hour kind of passes. Nothing too exciting happens. A few birds fly by. It's a pretty empty field where you folks are. The forest area looks to be much closer. Like it's kind of more on your right-hand side now. You're kind of skirting around the outside of it as you head north. You do see up ahead is what looks to be the road that you all would have taken out of the forest. So you're kind of crossing back over your path now that you would have taken out. It doesn't appear to be too busy today. You don't see many people at all on the path. And after sort of the hour has passed, Selza comes back to the panel, puts on her goggles, and instructs you all to buckle up.
I tie myself to the captain,
You what?
Selza. I want to try to tie myself to Selza.
You're gonna tie
So, like-
yourself to Selza. Okay.
Yes, with my rope.
Okay, do you want like a help action from her to like tie you on there? Like she could completely tie you to her arm or something. Or are you
That
just sort
would
of
be
like
great.
looping it through like a climber? Like,
No,
do you
help
want to
would
be
be
wrapped
great.
around like you're like tied to the mast of a pirate ship? Or, yeah, like, looped into your belt?
No. Yes, looped into my belt.
Okay, so you still want like use of your arms and things.
Yes.
All right, just clarifying. All right, so yeah, you loop your belt in, you kind of tie it to sort of her armband that she has on, and like I don't know, perch upon her shoulder, I guess, if that's where you kind of want to hang out.
Yes.
Cool. She kind of does a similar thing, so you folks couldn't see it before, but she kind of has one of like the belay things, like if you were climbing, she kind of like latches herself into this panel instead of having like a seatbelt, so she kind of keeps herself tied in there. Everyone else, do you want to buckle up or just go with constitution checks?
Buckle up.
I will buckle up.
Alright, Talia, Lena?
I
Well?
think Poxy said they would be right back.
Oh, right. Yep.
I don't know about Lena.
I will say they buckle up as well.
Lena
I
is
forced
also
them
muted,
with buckles.
so it's possible something else is going on. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
say they're all buckled up. I won't make them roll while they're not here. All right, so y'all buckle up into your seats, in the benches, and Selza hits the start engine. You hear the whole lurch and all shebangs. It gets going again, just like it did the first time. The legs all extend once more and push the boat into a standing position, and she slowly pushes the lever for speed forward up until it's going at regular speed once again. We'll do one more d20 for the day as you move to see if we run into anything interesting. Who'd like to roll this one?
Nat 20.
Nice. Smooth ride. Thank God.
Sweet.
After spending an hour and a half fighting each other. All right. The boat, continues to lurch forward, speeding along. Everything seems to be going smoothly. You cross the road, and there doesn't seem to be anybody in sight, not a frequently traveled path from the forest at this time. And you start to begin to feel a bit colder. You're getting farther north now. You're definitely not in sort of the not necessarily tropical, but it was like California, let's say, where you were coming from, where it's like hot,
California,
you know, coastal town, and now you're getting more into like Canada. So you're starting to get where it's not too cold, but a little more chill. You know, you start to hear a lot more A's out there, like for no reason. As you start traveling.
Talking about A?
Hey, yeah, no.
Everything is made out of maple syrup, right?
Yeah. You start to see a lot of maple trees. Awesome. Okay.
Stop, you're making me hungry.
The sun begins to descend in the sky once again as you're hitting the second night of your travels. You may all take a long rest, even though you kind of already took a short rest. That was okay. And you're all still moving pretty fast. Selza is still at the dashboard. What I will say is that Selza is pretty tired at this point. Is anybody willing to take over as captain so that Selza can get a long rest?
That's why I tied myself to her. So I was close.
Okay, but she needs to go to bed, so how would time? You're gonna...
that was an odd thing. I tied myself so I could go to bed.
So are you going to
No.
are you going to bed with Selza, or you want to tie yourself to the dash now? Like how does this work?
I tied myself to Celsa so I would be close to the dashboard, and now I want to tie myself to the dashboard and commandeer the ship.
Okay. All right, Vittori, you tie yourself to the dashboard. Selza lets you take over. The instructions of the buttons are, like Mikey did post them in the game chat if you need them, Vittori. And Selza heads off to have some rest overnight. So you know the buttons, Vittori. You rolled your intelligence check. I'm gonna say that you understand. At this point, just understand not to touch anything, because it's going in a straight line. So you're just kind of on lookout to make sure that there's nothing like in the pathway of this machine. Go ahead.
Does the ship have headlights?
It's got some lanterns, that kind of light up at night. It doesn't give you a ton of view. Like it probably...
Iceberg!
Yeah, this thing is going about 120 feet, so we're just kind of hoping that there isn't too much in the way, but it's a fairly responsive boat. Like it's, got lots of suspension, so hills and little pieces aren't really a problem, and you're kind of going through a pretty open space at the moment, but you're kind of on lookout. So you probably have at least a turn reaction time if anything were to come into your path. So you would have time to react.
Sorry, since Harry has low light vision, can he just sit up there with him and like try to help out?
Yeah, if you'd like. Yeah. I don't think it would give too much more,
for that.
but
So
yeah,
Ivan will be taking a
action
long
is
rest
okay.
for this, and I already rolled, so...
Great. Okay, so y'all can take a long rest as the night passes.
I have all 5 charges.
Excellent. So I'm gonna say you can't use it like this night. So it would have to be something that you sleep again on to use it. And but yeah, you have all 5 charges, which is pretty exciting. Which means I also need to at some point find my notebook that has all the old notes in it. Is it this one?
All right, we gotta go over our notes. Figure
Yeah,
out what the hell
exactly.
this thing does.
Let's prep for this.
Yeah.
This is the wrong book. I don't want to be
found
thrown.
the wrong book.
I found the wrong book. I have it somewhere. Is this it?
Kirby took it.
It was so long ago. It's been so long.
So I feel like it's going to take us the rest of the session just to get to the Cold City.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. There we go.
Unless we fast forward.
Okay. Sorry, I was just making sure I was like trying to find the previous stuff that I have from Ivan's stuff so I can prep that for next time possibly.
Yep.
I'm very excited for that. Cool. I will say, it would take probably another like long rest to do that whole thing, because it would take you getting into like a deep sleep and having somewhere safe to do so. But you can, once again, just like we did last time. So I feel like most people were probably in that session, but the last time we used this talisman was back with Ken when we visited Ken's memories. So basically it's on a long chain, and anybody you want to sort of bring with you into the memory, you would wrap in the chain. You could go solo, and that's fine, but it takes you back to particular memories of the individual basically holding the part of the talisman. So you can go back and visit memories, even if the person themselves doesn't quite remember what happened. So for Ivan, we had the first time that Ivan used this, we visited kind of back before Ivan and his previous, like, family, quotation marks, but they were all headed into a big war of some kind, and Ivan sort of met an old commander from the memory, as well as was looking for someone specific called Lone Hunter, and that was sort of like all we kind of got to, was just kind of introducing a couple of those people. So we haven't really explored too much more into that, but that's sort of where we left off in the memory, whether or not we visit the same one or a new one. But I think you met a lady friend at some point. I think there was also someone in there.
Yes, the lady friend. Yes.
So the possible romance, adventure, war. I mean, what else could you ask for in a feature film? So
This is in the past.
but it's all in the past, all in Ivan's past. So
It's a future past.
future past. So that would be kind of exciting to do. That is even like a
Back to the Future.
whole side thing. So
Yeah, just keep going back there.
yeah.
Start changing things.
Ivan, we'll chat about that for next time to make sure we include what we need. Okay, cool. So, you wake up the next morning, the sun rises from the horizon once again. And you were into the third day of travel. So it's been, let's say like 8 hours since you went to sleep. The sun is slowly coming up, and it has become much, much colder as you're heading into the north. You do notice this morning that there's quite a mist and fog rising from the ground. Sort of back to the sort of southeast of you is sort of the forest behind you. It's now kind of a very thin line once again, but you're kind of the other way. You are now leaving the forest behind as you head into the sort of barren wastelands of the cold north. So as you're kind of getting here, this area that you're in is it's like a desert, but it's only kind of the cold side of a desert. It never really gets hot, but it's a lot of just sand and dirt. And as you as you get further, you'll start to hit sort of ice fields and snow as you get closer to the cold city. But right here, it's kind of just like a cold desert. You do see, as the fog is rising from the ground, it is starting to get a little bit hillier in this area as well. There's some sort of like sand dune like hills as the boat travels along. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Hang on.
My one weakness is to see.
Perception.
15.
That was a nat 20 plus 3.
I got a 12.
I got
21.
5.
All right.
I'm gonna rock.
Okay, so who are my folks that got 18 or above?
Talia.
Me.
Okay, Talia
Vittori.
and
Alright.
Talia, Vittori, Argonis. I think I maybe heard something.
I got a 5.
No, okay,
Yeah,
just
Argonis
kidding.
did too.
I was like, I thought I heard something high. Okay, so Talia and Vittori, you folks got a pretty high number, which kind of checks out. Vittori, you were sort of on the steering, and Talia, Harry was kind of helping out as well, so that kind of makes sense. So you two are up by the panel, kind of looking out, making sure that there's nothing in the way of this boat, steering here and there if needed. Your captain is still snoozing in the cabin. She needed a lot of sleep. You notice kind of far in the distance, this fog has made it really hard to see too far ahead of you, but you start to see a bit of a red glow. Kind of starts to light up probably where the ground is in this fog, but you see a red glow on the horizon. Not where the sun is.
I was about to ask.
I was going to say.
Yeah, so it's like
Be the
a
sun.
red glow to the north, but the sun is rising in the east. So it's another red glow to the north.
I am
Can I-
really tempted to press like the jump button to look at it better, but I'm not gonna.
Can I do
No.
conjure animals and conjure like a bird and have it go check out what it is from like a sky view?
Yes.
I could. Oh, it has a thing.
Okay.
I could do. Those are land animals. That's it. Oh, a giant eagle.
Sweet. Sounds great.
I'll do that. I could have done a bloodhawk or a flying snake. But
Okay.
a giant eagle kind of sounds badass.
Okay, so you can conjure an animal and then you can communicate with it,
Oh.
or does that take a separate thing?
I changed my mind. Giant owl. I think so. You summon creatures friendly to you. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures. They obey verbal commands. I guess this is more of a like for battle, but if it's
Mhm.
okay with you, can I send one just out there
I would
and
say
then
you
have?
can send it, but I think you'll still need a way to communicate with it to get details of like what it's looking at. Like I'm sure you'd be able to sense whether it's like something dangerous or not because the owl would freak out. But if you want details, like you'll have to communicate it with it somehow.
This is probably a long shot. Would it be able to communicate? It is a fey animal, like a
Okay.
fey creature.
Okay.
So would it be able to communicate with Harry since he's a familiar? If not, I'm totally fine with the just seeing how it reacts to it.
What I could do, I have speak with animals prepared, so what I could do is you send the eagle out and I'll speak with animals just to communicate, like as a translator.
Oh,
would
I
take
also
that
have
one.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could cast it, Dustin, so you can keep your spell slot. It's up to
Okay.
you.
Yeah, if you wanna use it, I got another plan in mind.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll conjure a giant owl, and then have it go over, and then I'll just speak with animals to understand it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take that. I would say, yeah, it's kind of one of those things that I think the animal would probably be able to understand languages. I just don't think it would be able to like speak back. So speak with animals, I think, would be the best option there. Okay, cool. So yeah, you cast conjure animals. This glow is still far enough ahead of you that you've got time to kind of do this. Do you want to slow down the boat at all or anything like that, Vittori, or keep going at the 120 feet?
Yeah, let's keep going at like that speed. It's fine.
Okay. For my distance sake, I'm gonna roll initiative for you, the boat, and the owl. Okay.
How far
Don't
away
you
is
dare
this
hurt
glow?
Hedwig.
You don't know because everything is really foggy right now, so you don't know how far away the sort of fire is, and so kind of secretly, I'm going to be looking at that because your boat is still going 120 feet. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. But you don't know how far away it is because of the fog.
I have something I'd like to do on my turn.
Okay, cool. So I will get. I think what I'm literally just gonna get you all to kind of roll as a group. So one person roll me initiative for like the crew, and then I'm gonna roll for the boat and one for the owl. It's just for basically your positioning in this distancing piece.
12.
Okay. So that's 12 for the crew. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the boat also got 12, so I'm gonna say you go before the boat. Because it doesn't really actually change to anything.
I don't know, the boat is pretty charismatic. They might go.
It's
It's a very handsome boat.
Talia, can you please roll initiative for the owl?
I sure can.
Cool.
What is that? 15.
15? Sweet. Okay, the owl is going pretty fast. Sweet.
They're like.
And then what
I'm using my-
speed can the owl go at?
Oh, let me get that pulled up.
If the owl goes slower than the boat, then we have a problem. So the boat is currently traveling at 120 feet.
If the owl needs like me to slow the boat down, I will. But...
Okay.
It can fly 60 feet at a time.
Okay,
I
60 feet at a time. We could say it's dashing, so it basically would go at max the same speed as the boat at right now.
I'll slow it down a bit.
Okay.
Hedwig is trying his best.
Logically, that makes sense. So, Victoria, you could slow the boat down anywhere from so right now it's at 120, so full kind of speed ahead, all the way down to 30 feet. So where would you like to go? I'll let you sort of select out how fast you want it to be going.
I'm really tempted to be an asshole and say 61, but nah, let's go with like 40.
Okay, so boat's going 40 feet. Okay, and we'll say the owl is kind of using dash actions to do 120 per turn. Okay. So that we'll check out, and I'm just gonna see how kind of close we get each turn. This is gonna take some math, so like bear with me here. Y'all can hypothesize what is up ahead. Okay, so for every 3 turns, the owl is about 3 times as fast. Hold on.
Math.
Like 9 turns.
Math.
Turns get back.
Also, do we have any idea what it could be, or are there no ideas we could have?
I have an idea,
Like,
but I was not perceptive enough to notice it.
Yeah, I don't see it. My eyes are closed.
I think I might be asleep still.
It's just like a red globe, globe in the middle
Yep.
of.
But we can't see it because of the fog.
Fog.
I
But
thought Victoria and I could see it.
Yes, you two can, but we can't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, in that case, Thalia, do you have any idea what it could be? Like, I'm asking this in character.
Oh man. Maybe it's like an entrance to their city. Like you go up to it, and it
Could be.
teleports you.
I have something more sinister in mind.
What?
What if something is on fire?
I didn't even think of that.
if we can get if we can judge how far away we are from it, I might have something that can at least clear out the fog so we can see exactly what it is.
Okay. So what I'll say is that you've sent the owl out, so that took like, let's say, a turn or two. So the owl is making its way towards this thing. The boat is going about 40 feet. If you just let the owl do its thing, I have a certain amount of feet that you will get to before the owl comes back to tell you what it saw. If you want to do a little bit further of a check here, Argonis, I'll let you do a intelligence check.
Okay. I would. Yeah. I would like to see
some math before you Argonis sits there, can calculate a little bit before trying out
the
something.
numbers are just flying past my head.
Yeah.
It's like that one meme with the blonde lady with the
Yep.
numbers going past her head.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like
so,
I just want to see if we're within 60 feet of this glow.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, it is not within 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then.
You don't need to check for that. It is far away. Like it's
Okay,
relatively far away. Yeah.
Hold my action until we get closer.
Okay. Cool. So what you're at is, so Argonis, you kind of look out, you're like, okay, I know I could do this thing, and then you look, you're like, nah, that's like super far away.
No, it's too far away.
The boat is already still going 40 feet per turn, so even as the boat goes, you're like, no, this thing, like, it's slowly getting closer, but it's like not at any kind of speed, so it's got to be more than that 60 feet as the boat keeps kind of going towards it. The owl kind of disappears into the fog, and it takes like a good 10 turns as the boat keeps trucking forward before you see the owl kind of return out of the fog towards you. The glow is a lot closer now, and the owl makes its way back. And Talia, you're speaking to the owl?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask it what it saw. Like,
Okay.
what is it?
So as the owl approaches, you can kind of hear it calling out to you. Like you hear it. It's saying, "Slow down, slow down, slow down."
I hit this. The. Oh man, there's so many GIFs. I couldn't find out where it was. That lady
I
just
pin- I
scared the
pinned it.
heck out of me.
I pinned it so we could see it.
I'm gonna hit. How far are we from it?
You don't know yet.
Yeah, it just told you to slow down.
But we can only stop, right?
We can
Or
either stop
reverse.
or slow down to
So we can slow
30.
it down,
Yeah.
and you can turn
let's-
it around, kind of stuff. Hit reverse. It just, if we hit stop, that was the one that will stop you for an hour, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I wanna. Can I slow the ship down? The boat ship, the
I mean, you have
thing
to
down
first end of the
to
ship.
like to. We're going 40 now, right?
You're going 40.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're almost as
Can
slow
I-
as you can go. Yeah.
Can I drop it down to like 20?
Nope.
The slowest you can go is 30.
Can I drop it down to 30?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're
I'll
going
do
kind
that.
of like a walking speed now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you slow the boat down to a crawl. The owl kind of like alights on the side of the boat and sits there kind of staring at you with this like wise eyes of the owl. It looks
Needed
at
a
you
fish.
like it kind of communicates in sort of one words. You almost kind of like see pictures in your head to tally of like what this thing is sort of like describing to you, but it kind of only communicates in like one word, and you hear lava, fire,
A volcano.
hot.
So it's a. When we're in the middle of like frozen like tundra, right? Or
Yep.
like cold tundra at least. Yeah, I guess I'll relay that to everyone. And can I steer the ship so it's kind of going like not towards it, but kind of like past it?
So as you're getting closer now, it does seem to stretch out like pretty far on either side of you. So you could point it to another side, but it does sort of have this glow kind of across the front of you. So no matter what, kind of at this point, if you're headed north, you're probably gonna hit it. You could try to go right or left, but it's gonna take a while. But yeah, you could definitely head off so you're not headed straight towards it. Yeah.
Can I see how? I probably can't see how wide it is, like from where we are to like the other side.
So
No, 'cause it
being
took
able
you,
to
10
judge
turns?
that, yeah. So like,
Get 10 turns, 5 turns to get there, 5 turns to get back. So that was 120 times 5. It's 600 feet out. So it's like we wouldn't be able to judge that yet, right?
yeah. So
Right.
I'm kind of gonna say like with everything on the fog side, like you wouldn't be able to give a pretty accurate just like thought of if it stretches to the sort of left and right of you in front.
Right.
Yeah, if you kind of do some quick math of like how long the owl sort of took, you're looking at
I'm
it.
still asleep, so he didn't know math.
You're right, exactly. Being kind of around like that at the time the owl got back to you, probably about 500 feet in front of you. While this owl got back, so the boat is sort of creeping towards it now at 30 feet per turn, but you're still probably about 500 feet out.
So what I was thinking was no, because I was thinking about doing crate water, but it's only up to 10 gallons.
I don't think that's
Or-
going to budget.
No, yeah, for the boat to like hop it over. And my other idea was to have the boat jump over it, but
I don't
Took
think I
off-
want to be in a boat that jumps into lava.
I took off tidal wave, so I can't use that.
technically I can walk on water fine. And I also have tidal wave, so I could do that if you guys want.
It's an option. Like if this is like a river of lava in front of us, we can always like push it through the lava and make like a bridge.
What is your idea?
So you said tidal wave?
Yeah, at 3rd level.
Uh,
I don't know if that does anything when it's not.
So the issue is right now we might. I don't know if we want to try to stop the boat from moving further. We could go try to wake up the captain, let him know what's going on. With tidal wave, it says you can make an area 30 feet long and 10 feet wide. So I don't know how well that would do against the lava that is unknown in length and width at the moment.
Hmm.
Right. We're not. Because I have water walk, and it lets me walk on water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it was harmless.
So I think
Cool.
that covers you, but not,
Yeah, I was gonna.
Not the rest
Well,
of us.
and the way I was gonna say, if we were close enough, I would have walked up to the edge with that to see how far off it is, but we're nowhere near. So I guess maybe just wake up the captain. I don't know.
I'm against waking up the captain because I'm still steering the boat and I don't want to give my command of the ship up again.
I go and wake up the captain.
Okay, so we're going to wake up the
I give you
captain.
the middle finger.
Can I go and wake up the captain? As I'm going to wake up the captain, can I make like a little hat? I have like a napkin and give it as like a captain's hat to Vittori.
Sure.
When we come back.
All right, you put a napkin hat on Vittori's head. So
Wait, is Vittori? Vittori already has that, doesn't he?
I don't know.
More hats.
He's got 2 hats on one.
There you go.
Vittori has like a hood, but not a hat yet.
Well, now you have a captain's hat.
Yeah.
All right, the boat
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up the
continues
captain.
forward, slowly. Talia, you head back to wake up the captain. She kind of groggily opens the door, looks out. Oh, terrible weather this morning.
You could say that.
How are we doing? How are we looking? Are we there yet?
Well, it depends what there is. There's currently a giant hole in the ground full of lava.
What?
Well, yeah.
Sorry. Lava?
Yeah.
In the north?
Yeah, I thought it was weird too, but I haven't been up this way yet. So I thought it was maybe something quirky that you guys have up here, but...
No. I'm also not, I'm not from here, but that seems a little unusual.
Yeah.
Let me take a look. Let me take a look.
Yeah.
She's trying to
I feel
like
that's-
get the sleep out of her eyes and stuff. Like she's like has no idea what you're talking about. She heads to the front of the boat. She kind of stands next to you, Vittori. Well, this is new. This is definitely
When
new.
was the last time you were up here? Is this your first time here?
No. I've been here once before, but it was many years ago. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe they've renovated.
Yeah, I don't remember this here last time I was here.
She pulls out a pocket watch and kind of looks at the time.
Talia looks over their shoulder.
Well, with our hour break yesterday, we're not quite at the city yet, so I don't think this is the city. I think this is something else, but take it in slow, Captain. Let's get right up here.
That's you, Vittori.
Also, with Water Walk, I looked into it real quick,
Yeah.
and you can cast that onto 10 willing creatures. It would make it harmless solid ground. However, we could still be damaged from heat from lava.
Like heat damage is better than molten lava damage,
True.
maybe.
True.
Oh, look at that. That
It
does
might be
say right there.
Yep.
Imagine if I actually read the rest of the paragraph.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
literally
read
the
your
next
spells.
line. It's like the line under. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
So in
D&D?
theory, if the boat can't make it across, we might be able to dash across, taking some damage, kind of thing.
But do we want to walk the rest of the way and leave the boat behind?
Well, the boat captain was telling Vittori to head on in, so maybe there's something cool about the boat.
All right, head on inventory.
We will head on in, but we can't go any slower. Do we want to like speed up?
No, not
No.
right now. Whee!
I mean,
That's
we
cool
could.
from Star Wars.
I mean, not back up to 120, but maybe like up to like 35.
Nah, I think they're doing.
Just
I think
Now
edge it
we're
up to
flying.
35.
Whoa! Slow your ride.
slow it down, partner.
Just a
Yeah.
slight jog.
Oh,
So,
I slightly pulled the lever, so we're now going 31.
okay, yeah, just, you speed it
I
up
pull
just,
the lever
just
back
slightly.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
The Selza, she kind of assists you, Vittori, as you bring the boat closer to the glow. As you get closer, okay, you are, let's say when you hit that 60 feet Argonis, do you want to try clearing the fog? It's like almost worse here. you kind of get the feeling now the fog is here because of this heat, of course. So
yeah,
it's sort of like evaporating the frozen tundra.
So I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind. It's gonna create a 10-foot wide, basically a path in front of us. Yes, 10-foot wide path in front of us where it clears out the fog, so we can see what's directly in front of us.
Okay. So yeah, Argonis, you cast the Gust of Wind, it clears out the space in front of the boat, and you sort of see this fog like drift off on either side. Thanks for the hydrate.
I'm basically just standing on the bow.
Thank you.
I'm standing on the bow of the ship, just like
parting
yes.
this, yeah,
parting the seas, if you
yeah.
will.
Talia just
your
hands
staff,
Argonis,
yeah.
thumbs.
It's very
Oh, Lord.
on the arc
Chipotle.
and everything. I mean, really, what else do we need here?
Thank you for the hydrate.
Okay, so as you folks bring the boat in, you clear out the fog, and you can see like the ground clears up in front of you, and you kind of catch a glimpse of the first part of this glowing red area, and it is indeed pools of molten lava. So stretching out in front of you, you can sort of see a corridor in front of you, but you kind of get the feel for what the space looks like. So you kind of go from tundra, like frozen ground and desert, into these pools of bright melted rock.
Thank you, Vittori.
Is it one continuous like stream, or is there like a pathway?
Okay, yeah. So what you see, so in front of you, you've sort of lit up or like opened up the space to see one sort of, I'm gonna call it a pond, but it's not a pond, but like one pool of lava in front of you that's probably a good, like, let's say 60 feet across, round, and it's bubbling, and it kind of feels like it's bubbling up from below in this one area. You see on both sides of that, out from the pond, stretched like these rivers out from this pool that go kind of left and right. And as you kind of look through the fog, even the spaces that you can't quite see, you get the feel that this is like a field of these pools of lava that are like coming up out of the ground, and then they're all kind of connected by these streams in between them of molten lava. So the streams themselves look to not be too wide across, like maybe at the thinnest part probably about 5 feet, just like a stream, to the widest of about 10 in between, with these pools being sort of the bigger majority of the lava at about 60 feet across.
And the lava's just coming straight up from the ground. It's not coming from like a specific like hill or anything.
So what you can see right now, it looks to be bubbling up in this pool, and that looks to be where the stuff is coming from, but you can't really see the whole field.
Captain Vittori?
Oh,
Yes.
the actual captain?
I think we
I am
might.
the captain.
I think we might want to stop the boat.
Or can we jump over this?
I don't
I
know jumping, because we don't know how
I
like
will
dense the
stop the
rock is
boat.
on the other side.
Right.
One way to find out.
Oh no.
I will
Yeah,
stop the
so
boat.
Selza kind of like puts on a bit of like a captain hat. All right, I'm gonna take over from here.
No, you won't.
She like
grab Vittori.
she literally is gonna boot you off. Like
He flicks his little captain hat off.
Vittori,
I'm relieving you of duty.
Yeah, she definitely like comes in, like shuffles you aside. And
I'm still attached to the dashboard though.
yeah, that's okay. You're hanging off.
Yeah, go and cut your rope.
You can still be there, but she's taking over the controls here. So she
Like
kind
a
of
fucking keychain.
grips the wheel and kind of takes it to the right just a little bit and pulls sort of alongside this field and kind of starts marching along the side of it. She kind of frowns out over it. You know what? Let's test it. I'm gonna get a little bit closer, but we're just gonna be ready. She takes it closer into kind of where this pool area is, into the one side where one of the streams is, and I'm gonna roll a quick roll here.
Can I cast guidance?
Yes, you can.
I will pat the captain. Pat I don't
Pat the boat.
I'll
Whoa, whoa,
I'll
whoa.
pat her and then like rub the stern of the boat, like the
Okay.
thing in the boat, like the tap in your head and rub your
And is that an
stomach
extra
thing?
D4?
Yes.
Yeah, 1d4.
1d4. And then Talia's gonna get confused and start like rubbing her head and patting the table.
Okay. Okay, so altogether that's a 15 for the boat, which isn't too bad. As she kind of brings the boat in closer to the lava, you start to see, and kind of just before she's kind of gonna take a step near, I'm gonna say, Argona, since you're probably on the front and you're kind of clearing out, you notice that, like, kind of at the edges, the rock is, like, crumbling in to this lava. Like, it does not look stable.
Ooh, anyway.
Ooh, step back, step back.
Okay, yeah, so she pulls back, and she, like, hits the emergency stop button. You hear everything kind of as the boat lowers down into sort of its resting state. She kind of sits back a little bit. All right.
What's your plan, Captain?
I think we need to investigate the situation a little bit here, see if there's any stable areas that we can cross. I don't know if this is just this one area. We can go around. It'll take us a little bit longer. If we can find a strong area that doesn't look as bad, we could cross it. The machine should be able to handle some unsteadiness, but it really depends on how packed this field is with lava. I have no idea where this is coming from. This feels not natural. This doesn't seem right to me.
So we should follow the flow. Reverse the flow, go that direction.
Should we, I was gonna say, should we split up? Half of us go one way and the other half goes the other?
Is there a flow?
But someone needs to guard the boat as well.
Sorry. Everybody talked at once and I'm a little confused. What happened?
So two of them want us to split up, and then I was asking which way the flow of lava is.
Okay, so what you're at right now is like the first pool that you've kind of come to. There's two sort of rivers that flow off in both directions. So kind of your left and your right, or east and west. So they flow off in both directions, and this field of lava pools seems to go off in both directions. And because of the fog and everything on both sides, you can't tell how far it's going in both directions. But the glow, now that you're here, like, it seems pretty eminent that this is, like, a very huge area that's covered in this stuff.
Yeah. What I was wondering is if we can follow the flow back to its source.
Yeah, you could go either way. It kind of looks to be flowing a bit from this pool, so you could follow either river to the left and right. And you could follow them to the next area.
Okay.
I was gonna ask how... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask how effective Sleet Storm would be, because it would, any exposed flames in the area are doused. But then
It's
again, that's
lava.
flames and not lava, yeah.
I mean, we're in frozen territory and it's just crumbling it.
Before we do anything, I have a question.
Go ahead.
A question for Argonis, more specifically. Or more like a request.
Oh no.
No, it's nothing bad. I want to ask Argonis if he speaks like Draconic. I guess he does, but I'm not sure.
I mean, I look down at my scales. I think I speak Draconic. Or no, I say in Draconic, I think I speak Draconic.
Probably just post a scale.
He doesn't speak Draconic, so he has no idea what you just said, but he kind of understands that you speak Draconic. Can you, like, shout out in Draconic, are there any dragons here?
No, Aaron. Don't call that. You just
I want to make sure that if there are dragons here, we need to go away.
Didn't you roll a random event thing earlier? I feel like this is just
this
like...
is the random event.
Oh no.
I feel like if Magma wasn't thinking about dragons before, they definitely are now.
That's what I was like.
You hear wing flaps in the distance.
No! I was thinking about dragons.
We saw the dragon once already.
I mean, this is Dungeons and Dragons, Lena, so like we're bound to meet another one at some point. you don't just get like one dragon.
Too many Too many dragons, not enough dungeons.
Dragon, and then
Dungeons and
everyone is
doors.
mad at you.
Man.
Uh,
I wasn't even thinking about a dragon.
Can I-
Now I am.
all right, Vittori, roll a persuasion check.
Of course, my sweet dragonborn brother.
There is a dragonborn love.
He's
Lena
also my
Pipeline.
dragonborn love. Persuasion. There we go. It's rolling. I have a 15.
I have a 10. All right.
You're persuaded, man.
Alright, off to
I'm
the
just
off
gonna-
to the deck.
I'm just gonna look at the party. Just be ready for anything. And I turn around and just shout in Draconic, "Is anyone out there?"
Who asks?
Oh God!
Oh, that was so creepy.
I'm behind you. Just kidding. Okay, Argonis, you shout out into this lava field. You kind of feel like your words just get like swallowed up in this fog. The sound doesn't feel like it's traveled very far. You don't hear anything back. It's all quiet. You just hear kind of the bubbling of this magma and goo. The steam rising up. You hear the occasional like psh, like probably geysers out there somewhere like spewing more steam into the air. But you don't hear anybody reply back to you. You don't hear any dragons. You don't kind of feel like there's anything at the moment that you need to worry about monster-wise.
I don't like that at the moment thing you just did. You take that back right
At
now.
the moment, there's nothing to fear.
So you don't hear anything back.
I just shrug and I guess we're alone
I think
for the moment.
Talia is just gonna just get ready to leave the boat and walk around.
Okay. Yeah, so Selza kind of looks around at all of you. All right, so I know I pulled the stop, so it'll be about an hour before the boat gets back up and running. So if we could let's all maybe do a quick scout, just see if that unstable ground is everywhere around here, and we're gonna need to take a long route, or if there might be a path across, because that would be much quicker. Like the city's probably on the other side of this, hopefully, unless it's all lava now, which would be the less ideal solution here, but hopefully there's a spot we can either cross, if not go around. So let's all, if possible, just see if we can scout out a little bit on either side and find a path,
Sounds good.
and we'll meet back
Uh,
at the boat.
Selsa, can you-
All right, before we split up, who wants a buff against fire damage? Just in
I
case.
guess me. I'm good with cold. I'm not good with the heat.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up to.
I would also like that. Talia is
Alright.
an aquatic humanoid.
It's only 1%. Sorry, go away. You get water, lava stuff. Go away.
Fair
Ooh,
point.
yeah,
Okay.
wait, hang on. I'm
Do you
looking
give
at
it to
my
the
spell
blood,
stuff.
or do you give it to the actual aquatic humanoid who will probably fry into a fish?
I could give it up to 3 people.
Oh, you can give it to 3 people. Ooh.
Oh wait, no, it's a constant. Never mind. 1 person gets it.
Aw.
Sorry.
Give it to the aqua one.
No, give it to the tall one.
No, I don't want it now.
I have water walk.
I'm gonna.
Leaving y'all here.
Footprint.
If y'all are gonna argue about it, then I get it.
I'm
I
just
get
gonna-
it.
I will throw you in the lava.
I'll be fine.
All right, eeny, meeny, miny. I touch Ivan.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, consent.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna cast protection against
Uh-huh.
protection
Yes.
from
Wow.
Yeah. I know
protection
that's
from
called
energy.
Protection of.
So you now have resistance against fire damage.
All right. I have resistance against fire. Gotcha.
Yes.
Great.
Resistance.
I'm gonna leave Harry on the boat.
Yeah, I
I'm
also
just-
forgot that like poetry was still here, and poetry's not much of a fighter, so poetry's
Oh my
gonna
God.
also stay on the boat.
You completely forgot.
You know what?
about her.
Amarina is gonna stay on the boat too.
Cool. Okay, so the tieflings are gonna stay on the boat. They'll
The
guard
tieflings
the
are-
boat. Yeah.
Can Celsa fight?
You don't know yet because you haven't really had her in a fight. She seems pretty scrappy.
I'm asking. I'm asking her.
Oh, you're
Can
asking her,
Celsa
yeah.
fight?
She kind of like pulls out a little dagger. She like opens a cupboard in the boat and gets a little crossbow out. She looks like she could handle a fight, and she's like, yeah, I've had a couple scruffles in my time.
Okay, in that case, you're staying on the boat and I'm going away. Bye.
What?
And can I also
Wow,
leave
wait.
the owl there too, in case it's not much help, but it's still a giant owl?
Sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you leave the owl. Yeah, Selza probably would stay with her boat anyway. And just kind of wants to make sure that it's safe and probably will tinker around to see if she can get it running any sooner than the hour. But the rest of you, yeah, where would you like to search? So, like I said, the lava runs both east and west. So you can follow it either direction. You can attempt a crossing if you want of any of like the streams. Like I said, sort of at their thinnest part, they're about 5 feet across, so it's not like a long jump or anything. And it just depends on what the ground is like in the area that you choose to try to cross.
First, I'm gonna cast Water Walk on everyone.
Okay.
It's up to 10 willing creatures, and they can
Walk on lava, roughly. Just
Yeah.
damage.
Okay.
And then the only thing they'll take damage from is heat.
Yeah. So I don't know what heat damage would be from lava. So I'll see if there's like an actual thing for it. If not, I'll try to make something up.
It's like if we wanted to like hop across like on stones or something, or if we get a little too close. It's up for an hour, so I imagine that'll probably help us a little bit.
I am also going to head off to the west to look for a place to cross.
Okay, so
I will follow Argonis.
I guess I'll go east.
found some good optional rules on heat and exhaustion stuff. So a character in severe heat, which is above 110, must make a con save once every 10 minutes in direct heat. So I'm going to say that if you decide to cross at all and you're kind of hanging around in the fields where it's pretty hot, probably do something like that every 10 minutes. I'll make you roll for exhaustion in sort of that direct heat. A character in lethal heat, which would be like fire and lava and boiling water. That's 1d6 per minute. So if you are kind of standing on the lava for like more than a minute, you'll take 1d6 of damage. And I think that kind of makes sense. So
Sounds good.
I'll keep that open and we'll go with something like that.
Alright, so Vittori and Argonis are going... I just lost my dice. They're going west.
Okay.
I'll go...
Okay, Vittori, Argonis are going west. Ivan, where are you going?
The opposite direction, I guess.
Okay.
East.
I thought
And
he was gonna go back where we came from.
Yeah.
Tally, you're going east.
I'm out of here, guys.
Who else are we missing here? Lena?
Guess I'll go east.
You're
Even
gonna go
though I'd like to
east?
go west.
Weeze.
What kind of compass are you reading?
Weeze is my favorite one.
All right.
West.
Victoria and Argonis, you're gonna head west. Ivan, Talia, Elena, you are headed east. So you take the split. So all of you do have water walk. And how long does that last for?
An
I
hour.
think it's an
An
hour,
hour.
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So that's about probably all that you need. Like you said, the boat can get up and running in an hour. So if we say take half an hour walk, half an hour back, that'd be about an hour anyway. Well, that's up to you, but that's, how I would logically think about it. It makes sense. Okay, so we will start with those on the east. So Ivan, Talia, and Lena, as you start heading east, you're following this sort of lava flow. You do notice that like where you pulled up with the boat by this big pool seems to be the most unstable. Like the rock is crumbling in, the ground is kind of being eaten away by this lava as it's chewing into this cold sand. So you do kind of watch that crumble as you walk by. So that doesn't seem to be a very good place to cross, like at all, regardless. But as you continue following this river along to the east, you see that like the river seems to kind of thin out a bit. Kind of all of it seems to be at that thinnest kind of 5 foot across type deal. You see a few small pools as you go along in the fog. Out of this lava, they also appear to bubble up from below. So it kind of just looks like this whole field is like this lava coming from somewhere below. Kind of to your right, there's not anything, but it does continue stretching out as you go. Do you want to roll me a perception check?
Sure.
Is that just perception or like survival or
just perception?
Are you sure it's not survival? I have a plus 6 on survival.
No,
Sorry.
we don't need survival. We're not surviving right now.
That's alright, I got an at 20.
Sweet.
Hey.
Another 10.
And Lena got a 10. Okay.
23.
And Ivan, what did you say?
13.
13. Okay. So, Talia, you're going to be the only one that notices this at the moment.
Oh no.
But to your left, like where the field is sort of like at its most, like to your right, there's nothing. So to your left, as you're kind of going along, you kind of notice that there's something shiny, glinting in one of the spaces in between these pools. So it's on solid ground, but there's something shiny over there.
Can I do like a why don't you give the shiny thing to me? You know you don't want to do it. Go for it.
Harry. You can see Harry over there.
No, Harry's on the boat. Stop trying to hurt my my best
Send
friend.
me, you know, I would go for something shiny too.
No.
Okay, you go for it.
I'm gonna do.
Enjoy your lava.
I will. I'm gonna. I am. Let's see. Let's see. No, those are too heavy.
I would turn.
I was
around
gonna
and go
conjure
party and say,
animal.
Hey guys, look at this thing.
Well, I was gonna conjure animal and have one of them try to like grab it, but giant fire beetles, were they actually made out of fire? Or is that just something I made up?
I think they're beetles that are just resistant to fire.
All right.
Lava.
Well, if it's in the lava, the shiny thing, or just near it.
It's so there. It's kind of surrounded like there. Let's think of like a triangle of ponds of lava and little rivers, and it's sort of like on an island in the middle.
Oh, I have water walk, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, we all do. You can't.
Fuck it, I'll go get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll hop.
Argonis isn't there, but I swear, if this is another gem,
Let's send the fish, the walking fish, out into to the pond of water of fire.
Wait, why are you going over
Logic.
there?
Talia just keeps going.
All right. So you kind of do a little hop over sort of the thin stream that's in front of you. There's a couple sort of wider pieces that you kind of have to walk over. I'm gonna say it does take you like 30 seconds to walk over there, so you will have to roll me a constitution on the way back, most likely, as you're walking over the lava. But you make it to this little island, and you can kind of get a better look of what this shiny thing is. And it appears to be a very short staff, made of some sort of metal, most likely something like... It kind of does look molten in a way, but it's shiny. So it's like melted metal that hasn't really been like smithied into a particular shape. It's just like happened to have dripped into this staff shape. On the end of the staff, however, is a gem. The gem itself is a like deep yellow color. It looks kind of dull. The sparkle itself that you saw came from like the staff itself, but the gem on the end seems to be like a deep, almost amber color. It just lies there on the ground.
I don't know what she's doing out there.
Can I do like an insight check to see if it's like if there's anything like if I grab it, if anything's gonna happen?
Yeah, roll me an insight.
15 plus 3. 17? 18.
18.
16, 17, 18.
18?
I totally just counted on my fingers.
Okay.
I'm really bad at math, y'all.
So, Talia, you kind of bend down to look at it. You don't sense anything too out of the ordinary here. Like, obviously you don't know what it is. Like it's just a staff, so there's not a lot of insight you could gain from just looking at it in particular. You kind of have like, you know, the knowledge of it's probably not a great idea to pick up random things that look magical that you don't know anything about. So there's like that intelligence part of it. But the other part of this insight check is the jewel does look kind of similar to what Argonis was studying that came from the like tornado that ripped up the city. So it does look similar to that, but like more dull. Like this thing is like dead if a gem could be dead. It feels like it's dead.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Can I... No, that was I was like, can I just stick my spear into it and pick it up? And I'm like, wait, that's a bad idea. Can I... Can I use create water to just like do like a few drops of water on it to see if it'll start smoking, like if it's hot to the touch?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll make it like a... Not fully cover it, but like, if it was like a D20, just to get like one of the sides.
Sure.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming it's in some, like, aquatic humanoid. I probably have like a pouch of water or something.
Yeah, you probably have a few flasks.
bin.
Like you dehydrate so frequently. Like you have to have like giant water bottles everywhere.
Talia's room on that ship is just a pool.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a blow up like kid pool.
Yeah, I'll do that to see if it'll like if it's hot. So like if there's steam off of it, I'll assume it's hot.
Yeah.
The pole included, I think.
Okay. Are you rolling for that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a spell.
Great. So wait, you don't need to roll? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm like, you said it's a D20, and then I was like so confused as to why we were rolling a D20. You pour water on it.
I drip water onto it. I don't want to die.
Okay, all right. You drip water onto it. It doesn't sizzle or anything. So it doesn't appear to be like a boiling temperature. And nothing odd happens. So yeah, it's not too hot to touch.
Alright, I grab it, I grab the pole, and I run.
Okay. You, pick up the staff. Like, the jewel's attached to it. And you pick up the pool, did you say?
The pole.
The pole. Okay. I thought maybe
I
you
have
said
a pool of lava. Let's
I pick
go!
up the pool of lava in my hands.
just take it with me. So you pick up the staff. Again,
Wait,
as you pick it
this
up.
this is it's probably Talia's first time ever seeing lava. Because they like grew up in the middle of the ocean.
I mean, maybe you saw like
lava
underwater
in the-
lava flows or something. Yeah.
Oh, fair point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this may be your
Oh,
first
I
time
haven't
seeing
done
like
that.
on land ones. Yeah. But you pick up the staff. Nothing odd happens when you pick it up. And you carry it back with you. Can you roll me the Constitution check on your way back for kind of being in this heat for the minute here?
Alright. I'm gonna keep using the same dice. If this rolls bad, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh, okay. Do I have to do a Constitution roll?
Yes. That's how.
Are you
this
sure?
works. Yep.
I did a 15 plus 3.
Okay, you're good.
Thank
so
God.
you
I
passed on
thought
that
it was
one.
gonna be like you have to get like a 25 or something.
No, it was like
No.
DC 15. It's fine because you weren't
okay.
constantly standing in the lava. I was just kind of doing it like you were next to it.
I thought
and
I was about to
walking
turn
over it.
into like fried shrimp or something.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Talia makes her way back, sort of sizzling over this lava, carrying this strange staff that she's found, and you bring it back to Ivan and Lena.
We're just confused because you just ran off and
Yeah.
us.
Talia holds it up over their head. Like, I found something, and then as they're doing that, they're just gonna like grab some of their water and like dump it on like their gills. Like, boy, that was hot.
Yeah. All right, so you folks are left to kind of think about this staff. We'll head over to our folks on the west.
We sit in a circle and just stare at it.
Yeah, exactly. Vittoria and Argonis, you have headed off to the west. Very similar views to the east as you follow this sort of river. Once again, it seems to be the most unstable near that larger pool that you folks first arrived at. And as you kind of leave, it branches out into the smaller rivers. The ground seems to be a bit more stable, like this might be the newer pools that are being created. So it's possible you were at the source before, and that might be the most unstable part of the ground. As you continue forward, you do see, like, this could potentially be a good way to go. It seems to become less hot. The fog lifts, like, just slightly as you're continuing on. The lava does still stretch out, but it seems to be more like a trickle now on this side the further you go.
Can I, like, see anything interesting or not?
Roll me a perception check.
I knew I had to roll a perception check. I knew it.
What's with my dice today?
Also, my D&D and Beyond just decided to reload, so hang on while I reload my character sheet.
Alright, Argonis, how did you do?
I'm casting guidance on myself to see if that helps.
Okay.
Oh no, it does not. That's a 9.
Okay.
Perception.
Well, actually, 11 with the +2.
Well, you're still doing better than I am.
How did you do?
8.
Okay. You don't
8 and
see
11.
anything right at the moment. Like I said, sort of as you're going, like, in front of you to the west, the fog does appear to, like, lessen. The lava is kind of slowing down over here, solidifying a little bit. So if you were to go either direction, the west seems to be the better option from what you can see. So you folks kind of get that picture of it. You don't see anything else too interesting, so you decide to kind of turn around and head back to tell the rest of your crew.
Did we hear Talia say that they found anything?
No, so they would be far enough away. Like, I'm gonna say, like, you folks, like, walked a good 15 minutes, like, in both directions, before you folks kind of came to this spot. So far enough away that you can't hear that, especially with the fog. So you don't know what's happening on the east at the moment.
Okay.
As you turn around and begin heading back following this lava, you didn't roll very well on your perception check, but you start crossing this little path where there's one small pool of lava to your left, and it begins to bubble suspiciously.
I grab my crossbow.
So, because you didn't roll very well on perception,
I'm not an
you're
expert
like,
on lava,
"Yeah,
but
it's kinda
I don't think
weird."
it's supposed to do that.
You stare
fights
into this
lava?
lava for a while, wondering why it's bubbling, like, so much. And out of nowhere, the fog has become, like, very thick across this pool. And suddenly a figure leaps out from the fog. You
Sorry,
get
shoot
a
it.
second to glimpse the jaws of a vicious, fiery hellhound as it leaps towards you.
Oh no!
Roll me initiative.
Fuck's sakes.
Come on.
Are they back at the boat right now or no?
So
Nope.
they're not
Okay,
at the boat
initiative
yet.
roll. That's good.
They are about 15
17.
minutes away from the boat, and we're about 15 minutes on the other side of the boat.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay,
I
sweet.
got a 17.
Okay,
Yes.
so 20 Argonis, 17 Vittore, and just double check my hellhound here. 17 as well. What's your initiative, like, proficient add bonus, whatever it is, Vittore?
+4.
Okay. I will say the hellhound will go last. Okay, so because you didn't, like, perceive it coming your way, you didn't really get to, like, react, like, prepare anything. So this is just a battle. It's on the way. So Argonis, you go first. So the hellhound is leaping out of the fog towards you. It's probably 15 feet away. It's your turn.
All right. So instead of attacking the Hellhound, I'm actually going to use Produce Flame to fire a shot up in the air, kind of like, you know how in Harry Potter when they're in the maze and they fire like a red flare to mark their location? So I'm going to do that just to get the attention of the other party.
Okay. So what I'll say is, like, as you do that, I'll just have the rest of our party kind of roll to see if they see it and would understand what it means. I'll roll briefly for everybody on the boat. And then if Ivan, Talia, and Lena, if you could please roll probably... I'll just say it's an insight check. I'll say you see it, but whether or not you understand, like, what it would mean.
I have a 13.
Okay.
I got 16.
Okay.
Insight?
Insight.
Yes, insight.
16.
Great. The boat rolled 1, so nobody on the boat
Nobody on the
either
boat
saw or cared.
noticed.
But I'll say that Talia and Lena, you spy it and you understand that means like somebody's trying to get your attention from the other side.
Did that look like a help me flare or we're on our way flare?
What do you
Maybe it
mean?
was also just from the lava, you know?
That could have been it.
Didn't think of that.
We should probably go over towards it though, maybe.
Well, if it's like exploding, maybe we should walk away from it.
That's fair. It could be another one of these gems.
I'll do. Wait, Jim? I like Jims.
I hide the staff. My coat.
I show off my gloves. Look, I got gems. And I show my helmet. I got Jim.
Okay, Thanos.
Look,
I
okay.
don't think you need.
So are you
that more
folks making your way back over to the
Yeah.
other side? Okay.
gems. Slowly.
So you
I think
are
as we're like discussing, we like eventually end up like walking over without realizing it.
okay. So you are
I'll pick
like
him up and
a
dash.
good half an hour walk. Yeah, like so you won't be there.
No.
You won't be there at all soon. If you're walking, if you're running, I'll say you can cut that down to maybe 15 feet if you're running flat out. Or 15 minutes, sorry, not 15 feet. So I'll cut that down to 15 minutes, but it's a good amount of time before you would reach Argonis inventory. So back over to
waste of return.
back over to Argonis inventory. I'll have you roll initiative in a moment here, Poxy. Like they'll go through their turn first because it's very quick. Like they're literally fighting a hellhound right now. Okay, so Argonis, you shot the beam up into the air, or the fireball up into the air. Vittori, that is your turn. The hellhound is still like it's leaping towards you at the moment.
I would like to shoot it in the throat.
All right, roll me an attack.
That is a 26.
That'll hit.
I hoped it would.
That'll do it.
And I shoot for 5 damage.
Okay, perfect. All right, you catch it in the shoulder. It gives kind of a yelp. It doesn't stop it, like it's still coming towards you, but you do catch it for that 5 damage. It gives like a bark as it's jumping towards you. That is the hound's turn as it comes to a land in front of you. It's like paused, like literally everything about it is just like screams fire. Like this thing is like, it feels like it's just made of coal and rock and fire. Its eyes are like bright red. Its mouth has flames leaking from it. This thing is like straight from hell. Completely frightening as it stands before you. It is going to use a fire breath on both of you. So the hound's going to exhale fire in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area is going to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. So roll me a dexterity saving throw, please, both of you.
Suddenly regretting not casting protection on either of us. Oh my god. Okay. Dice gone.
22.
That's send over my dice.
That is a 2.
Okay, Argonis rolled a 2. Vittori, what did you roll?
A 22.
Okay, Vittori, you managed to either maybe like hide behind Argonis or maybe find a rock to hide behind.
Yeah, thanks.
Because this is a 15-foot cone. Argonis, you are going to take 23 fire damage on that failed save. Vittori, you are still going to take half that damage because you were successful. So I will give that to you for 11 damage for you, Vittore.
That's not nice, stupid animal.
The good news is it does have to recharge that, so it's not like it can use it every turn, but it is a hefty one. So it lets out kind of a howl as this fire erupts from its mouth. It totally engulfs Argonis and burns you pretty bad, and then Vittore catches just kind of the tail end of you as you're hiding behind a stone that you find. Okay, now I will let Ivan, Tally, and Lena, I'll let you folks roll initiative. Just to see kind of where your movement comes into this.
Also, quick question.
4.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Thalia, or actually Poxy, as they are actually called, as you may know, said they had to leave at a
20
certain
minutes or so,
time.
yeah?
30 minutes. So
30
Yeah,
minutes.
about
about 15 or
minutes.
so minutes.
Okay. Yep.
Okay,
Thank you, Aaron.
just wanted to make that sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
to
you'll all be
have that
dead in
clear.
15 minutes. It's really fine. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
no. Oh, wow.
I don't know about you, but I just jumped into a pool of lava. I think I can handle Hellhound. My initiative was 3.
I'm 4. We're totally just waiting it out.
I'm using the D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
Their
same.
site rolls, and they're not very good.
Well,
What are you talking
I
about?
got
That's where all my
15.
rolls are. Nice.
You got a 15? Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Lena. Talia, what did you get?
3.
3. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so it was the Hellhound, and then it goes Lena, Ivan, and Talia. Are you all running separately? Ivan, I think you mentioned that you had picked them up, but is that something that is actually happening, or are you running separately?
I would like to pick them up. I don't know. I don't know if I have to. Depend on if all their.
Yeah, what's everybody's speed?
Speed.
So we'll say
so
you're
what-
all dashing, which is
I'm 30.
twice your movement.
So I'll
math.
be 60.
Yeah, around 60.
Okay.
Oh, where do you see that?
It's up near the
at the very
Up
top.
at the top.
You go across to about the middle of the page.
Oh.
And it'll say,
Should be
60,
right next
yeah.
to. Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
So
Okay,
we
so
have
you're
to do
all
60,
60.
So
Yeah.
technically, I don't have to carry them.
Okay.
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay, so each of you can run about 60 feet. So like I said, it'll take you about 15 minutes to get all the way over to Argonis and Vittore. And I'll say that they came back a little bit, so they were on their way back. So I'll say it's 12 minutes, which doesn't really change that much anyway. So basically, I'm gonna say it's 5 or 6 rounds before you folks would show up, depending on how much is done in these rounds. Okay.
Run back.
So do you want to do anything
Escape.
else while you're running, or should I count these ones as just your dash?
I would. For me, I'm dashing. It looks like I
Okay.
don't have any other special super duper stuff.
Well, Lena,
Yeah.
do you have anything else you'd want to do, or just dash?
I just dash. I can't really do anything unless I just start screaming.
Oh,
What do you want?
that's better. Yeah, than mine.
Talia, are you just dashing, or is there anything else that you want to do at the same time?
How far away are we again from them?
A while.
Yeah,
while.
it's going to be at least 5 or 6 turns if they're hefty turns. If they don't do ton, then it'll be that's not enough. So I'm going to try to make a decent call on this, but you're pretty far away.
Okay. I was gonna try to locate object to see if I can see them.
I'm not an object.
I know, but it
How
also
rude.
does apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon, as long as I've seen it. So you sense the direction of the object's location as long as that object's within 1,000 feet of you.
Probably not 1,000 feet in front of us.
Well,
Maybe.
maybe.
Let's see.
A 10-minute walk.
Meters is about 10.
More math.
Math.
Yeah. Well, what's a mile? I'm sorry, I don't know miles. So how many feet are in
Miles
a
would
mile?
be 3,000 something feet. It'd be a lot of feet.
is a mile.
It'd be but more
Isn't
than
the
1,000,
mile
right?
like 1.6 kilometers?
Yeah, I just don't know how many feet go into that.
At least one.
Darren.
Between 1 and a
I'm
lot.
not wrong.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
not
it's
wrong.
more than 1,000 feet right now. There's a lot of
Okay.
math today. I don't know what to say about
Notice-
this. There's a lot of math.
Notice how I haven't said a word during any of the math, because I know I'll just mess it all up.
Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna swap it out here. So I'm gonna say you're about 2 kilometers away.
All right, so that's 6,000 feet.
Cool.
Okay, so I
All
can
right.
do that.
Roughly.
All right. 6,000 feet. So yeah, if you're moving 60 feet, it's gonna take you like 100 minutes to get there. That doesn't make any sense at all. 100 turns to get there.
Pretty much.
We'll be dead.
All right.
You guys just need to do it on your own. It's not
all
my
right.
problem.
You're running. That's all you can
I
do
don't
at
know.
this point in
Argonis
time.
is not looking too good. He
Yeah.
has a hole in him right now.
All right. That's background to
You guys are
Argonis.
All right, so I
You're
just
on
got
your own.
this cone of fire breathed on me. I'm a little pissed right now, so I just crack my neck. I'm like, okay, 2 can play that game. 3rd level, call lightning right on his head.
Oh, all right.
Dexterity 13.
Okay.
And if that
Ooh,
flare didn't catch their attention, the lightning certainly will.
Okay. I rolled a 15 for Dex save there.
So you get half damage.
Sweet.
So it's still 3d10.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow, that's a lot. That's awesome.
Oh my god. So
Did you roll 3?
I have 5 damage. So like 3 damage. I hate my dice.
What?
Oh,
You-
crap,
what?
rolled 5.
You rolled
for
5?
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
that's
3
so brutal.
For 3d10, I got a 2, a 2, and a 1.
Oh no. I was so ready to like
damage.
chunk out this hound. Argonis sparkles and the hound takes 3 damage.
Like
Um,
what is going on?
Ow, it's so bright.
Bonus, I guess bonus action. I'm just gonna healing word myself.
You
Okay.
need to roll guidance on yourself.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
brutal. That's a
God.
sucky roll. I was so
That
ready for
is-
that to just like
that is
murder this
horrible.
hound, but it's still looking healthy. It has its eyes water slightly with fire.
I thought that was gonna be
Um,
so good, but all right.
Vittori,
Cool.
that's
I
your
heal
turn.
5 damage.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well at least you got some heal back. Vittori, that's your turn.
I would like to shoot him again with the crossbow because that always works, right?
All right.
Works better than lightning, apparently.
And I would like to aim for the eyes in hopes of blinding the animal.
So, also, while you're doing all that, this is why I don't like splitting the party. Just saying.
But now we have a fancy, fun stick gem.
That's
That's
also
true.
possibly 2 of our friends' lives. I mean, that's not too bad.
I mean,
They decided to fight a hellhound.
They didn't really decide. It kind of just said, "Hey, how you guys doing?" I'm like, oh shit!
It was kind of the DM flipped a coin and the West got the hound.
thank you, DM.
Lena is arguing with Ivan just in her head.
What do you
That's where
want?
this conversation is from.
Did they
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least see the lightning?
No.
No.
Oh, well, I tried.
They're not. They're
5
like
damage
they're
of
like
lightning?
head
No,
down,
sir.
sprinting. Sorry, Vittori. Did you roll an attack?
Yes, 17. Does that hit?
Yes, it does. It does hit. Please roll your damage.
Nice.
Noise.
For 6 damage.
Nice. Awesome. The hound is still looking decent, but you do catch it again in the side. Fire kind of leaks out of this wound it has in the side of its body. It barks at you, and it is going to probably attempt attack this time against Vittori, since you are kind of
All right,
doing the
question
damage
though,
here.
real quick.
Yes.
Just real quick. Doesn't Tori have 2 attacks per action?
Ooh, do ya?
Oh yeah.
I do.
Yay, go
I,
again. That's not my job. That's your job.
Yeah.
actually, I could attack 4 times in one action, or in one turn.
Well, then
But
it
I
sounds
can't
like
do
something
it.
that you should
Then
probably
start doing
do.
that.
Because
I can't do it every time, but I can do it.
No, I know.
Every,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Because, like,
Every short
our
rest.
enemies aren't slowing down. They're using what they
Yeah.
got.
Yes. So first, I want to use my extra attack. You can attack twice
Mhm.
whenever you take the attack action on your turn. So I would like to fire my crossbow once again for 22. I know that hits.
Yep.
With 7 damage.
Nice.
Do I want to? Yes, I do. Okay, so bone. No, that's action surge. Additional action on your turn.
Mhm.
Yes, another attack. Because
Awesome.
why the fuck not? 11. Does that hit? No, it doesn't. Right?
No, 11 unfortunately will not hit. That one's gonna miss.
Fuck. Okay.
But it was a good
So
good attempt though. Like it's definitely looking a little bit more ragged, like especially after the last attack there. It's looking not well, so that's good for you.
also, did I hit it in the eye or not?
No.
Dang it.
Unless it was like a nat 20, no. You didn't hit it in the eye. But you hit it for a good amount of damage, so it's definitely not looking as great as it was.
That's still
Okay,
something.
anything else you can do? I don't think so. You've done your attack
One
twice,
more-
action surge.
Yeah, one more
I-
attack, I
Yeah,
think.
one more attack.
I could do that, yes.
Yeah.
But where is it?
Just because, like, 2-weapon attack? Is that what you guys are looking at?
Yeah, so it's
Well,
like
the thing
attack,
is,
attack,
so- yeah,
action,
so it's-
surge.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
2-weapon fighting,
attack.
action surge, extra attack. Okay, yes.
So the surge gives them one full action, which is 2 attacks.
That makes sense. Thank you. Okay.
So I can attack one more time or
One more
not?
time.
Yes.
Yes. Go for it.
Then
Hit him in the
I
eye.
absolutely will. 15, does that hit?
Think so?
Just hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kirby's very
At least
excited.
someone's doing some
For
damage. or
another,
goodness.
Wow.
for another 11 damage.
Woo!
I'm doing awesome today.
Awesome. Okay, it's still up, but it's not looking great. It's definitely like leaking fire all over the place. It kind of lets out a bit of a howl after you hit it that last time. And it's not looking good at all. Is that it for you, Vittori? We're good. We know how to use these attacks now.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. That is gonna be back around then to the Hellhound's turn itself. Like I said, it is gonna attempt an attack on you since you are the one doing the most damage here. I'm gonna roll to see if it gets back. It's fire breath here. If I could roll properly, that would be great. Nope. Alright, it does not get back its fire breath, but it is going to attempt a bite against you here. Let me roll that. It's going to be a 22, Vittori. Does that hit?
That absolutely, unfortunately, does hit.
Okay, fantastic. Alright, and it is gonna do you for 11 damage there, Vittori, plus... Oh, fire damage as well. Whoops.
I like that. Oopsie.
Oh, that's 22 damage in total, my friend. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I'm almost dead. I have 7 HP left.
Oh my god.
This is so close. So this is like vicious dying hound against Vittori, who's just been like bitten like nearly in half. Lena, Ivan, and Talia, would you like to continue running towards this area?
I feel like I want to take a break now.
No, you won't. Get your fucking ass over here.
I'm running. I'm dashing.
Not gonna make it in time, but
All right, so
Dash
y'all
to the
keep
dead bodies.
dashing.
Ew.
So let's say, what did we say? We were at 2 kilometers in between. That was like, what, 6,000 feet or something? So let's say
60 turns.
it's so, you're right, it's so long. So yeah, you were nowhere close. You're just still running. All right, that's back around to Argonas's turn.
Alright, let's try this again.
Argonas,
Level
the
3.
hound is looking pretty beat up. Vittoria is also looking pretty beat up.
Alright. I'm gonna try another call lightning. Hopefully this one is a little better. a dex save of 13.
Alright.
And I'm gonna use D&D Beyond for my dice rolls this time.
That is only an 11. It does not save.
Wonderful. 15 total.
Nice. Argonis, finish this hellhound.
I'm just gonna scream and like call down another bolt of lightning and just drop it on this hellhound.
Nice. It kind of is like, yeah, it's going in for like a final bite against Vittore, and yeah, you call lightning right down, it pierces right through this thing's like brain in the middle of its head. It bursts into flame and like crumbles into ash.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna turn around, pick up Vittore, and use a first level healing word.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
No problem. 6 HP.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's the best I could do.
Sweet. So you killed
It's
off
still something.
this
So we found out
hellhound.
who's squishy as hell.
Argonis and Vittore, you notice, like, you know, after this thing's burst into flames, it leaves behind a few things like a little pile. There's some ash, there's some tufts of fur. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, there. Find my D20.
13.
Perception. 19.
Sweet. Argonis, you kind of like didn't completely give the pile a ton of look because it kind of burnt into this little pile of ash, but as you two kind of turn to like get back to the boat, heal up, you catch a glimpse of a flower petal in the middle of this pile of ash.
What kind of flower?
A daisy.
Do you want to
Is
take
it a
closer
daisy?
look?
Yep. I will walk over and pick up the flower petal.
You pick up the flower petal, you notice there's a few more. In your expert opinion here, this would be the petals of a daisy flower.
I fucking knew it.
As you
I've
ponder
nominated
over the remains of this flower, you begin to hear more howls in the distance as something gets closer in the fog.
Oh, don't do this to
And
us.
that's where we'll end the session.
No!
No! Nice.
Well, so
like
far
it.
we know Argonis and Vittore are not fireproof.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
that
Dang.
They are very squishy.
Interesting.
That's awesome.
The dragonborn is not fireproof, but
Right.
Who would've thought?
apparently the aquatic humanoid is.
Yeah, yeah.
I call hacks. Even though I'm the one that cast the spell on you.
Something doesn't check out here. What's happening? Love it. Well, that was fun, everybody. It's been way too
It was
long.
very
that was
much fun.
Awesome.
I miss it.
Yeah.
We play again.
Yes.
Let's
we
do
should.
another session tomorrow.
100%. Yeah.
Start from the
Um,
top.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do a session next week, but we could plan for 2 weeks out. So that's probably
Sure.
what I'll kind of post is for like not next Sunday, but the Sunday after.
The Sunday after
Alright.
Sunday after
See
Sunday.
what our availability looks like there. So we can get back into
Or
it.
just do another session tomorrow.
I work. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Wah, wah.
I could technically in the evening, but
Yes, I mean, I have 3 weeks off, so we can
Ooh.
totally do it in the
Well, that's
evening
nice.
as
Well, I'll throw out some availability stuff and see what everybody's looking like. But if all else fails, 2 Sundays from now. Yeah. That.
2-1 Sundays. Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
2-1
That.
Sundays.
All right, everybody. Well, that was awesome. Thanks so much for playing, folks. Thanks for being here. Thank you for watching. Everybody that's hanging out, we appreciate you.
Yay.
Thank you for the hype
Oh shit,
train.
that's the wrong one. Oh. Oh.
Thank you for the hype train at the beginning, all the resubs, all the bits, all of the donations. We super appreciate that. This was really great, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Next session will be
Okay.
Argonis and Vittoria's funeral.
Right?
Lightning will show up and be like, hey,
Now
what's up?
maybe you guys will realize, hey, you should probably hang out with the paladin.
Right? Stop splitting everybody up. Thank you
I
all.
keep-
Thank
I
you
mean,
for
we're
looking.
fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, because you have a
Group's
paladin
fine.
with you.
Yeah, you picked the right path.
Could
have-
got a shiny rod.
Could have very
thingy.
easily have been, them picking up the shiny rod and you picking up a hellhound, but that was
I
how the
mean-
dice
Well, they picked
rolls,
it
my
up.
friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to stay as far away from Ivan as possible when we're near lava, because he might try to
That's true.
throw me in.
That's true.
On top of that.
How
I mean,
solid is this?
I was thinking about that, like since she cast that water walk thing on us, I was like, and I would probably, yeah, he would probably throw you just to test it.
So good.
Yeah, so that's why I went with Argonis. Like, if you also went with Argonis, at least Argonis could probably wrestle you down to the ground. I mean, I hope so.
Ivan.
Argonis would have a
so
better
far.
chance than I would.
You're talking about a Dragonborn that has an 11 strength. I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
I'm beefy boy.
Right. All right, everybody.
Literally, Vittore is stronger than Argonis.
I cry.
I cry so hard.
An arm wrestle that we never knew we needed.
In the middle.
Okay, I'm ending it, everybody. We don't need to listen to this random crap anymore. They already dealt with this at the beginning. Bye, everybody. We appreciate
Bye, everyone.
you. See you soon.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Join the Discord.
Join the Discord.
Discord.
Bye.
Bye.